What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we're playing Cloudspire. We're continuing our solo campaign through Heirs Scenario 4. Welcome, those who are joining us live, which I don't expect is too many. It feels like a lot of people don't really want to watch solo Cloudspire, especially in the later scenarios right now because they don't want spoilers, I guess. But I'm not going to spoil a story here. I'm just going to go into the mission. Matouj, how's it going? Cloudspire's good. I feel like it's redundant in my collection. I don't know your collection to let you know if it's redundant, but it's fun if you kind of like chip theory games, playing with chips. You like League of Legends, you like minions running around, heroes trying to fight NPCs, trying to achieve goals, puzzly long games with very high production values. It might be good. But anyways, we're going to play here. I got tons of videos, so watch it. If you feel like it's not for you, it's not for you. If it is, hey, it's a great game. Tons of value in there for sure. But yes, thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. Thanks to everyone who donates. You can click the links in the description below. You can also not miss us when we go live in the future by hitting subscribe and the notification bell, so you can be here hanging out. We're going to try some live Cloudspire today, and hope it goes okay. I haven't played this scenario yet. Sometimes I do play the other ones that I film, maybe like once before, just to try it out. Different weird strategies, but not always, and you probably see that sometimes in the video. You can tell making inefficient plays, but this one we're going blind, and let's take a look. So it is, that's not the page, right? There we go. We got Heirs Vengeful Strike, Scenario 4, Waves 5. It's the Brahmin who we're going up against, and we're going to look at this carryover here. So in the last episode, which you can find in a playlist, down in the description below also, along with our multiplayer Cloudspire playthroughs, both co-op and PvP, and any future ones I'll add in there as we play. But we did complete, in Scenario 3, it says if you did not locate the source core, which we did, you must locate it in this one. So we don't have to worry about this, but you have to clear 5 landmarks in addition to completing at least one other objective. And I looked ahead, and I knew that was coming because it tells you the end of the last scenario, and usually I don't take those too serious, and then usually it makes the next episode harder if you complete them. But this one was different because it actually makes it easier, I think, if you complete it. So, but we might get it anyway. We might clear 5 landmarks. I mean, that might just happen. I don't know how easy or hard it is in this scenario. Going in kind of blind here. Did a little bit of the setup though, just to speed things up here getting started. Before setting up the market, remove the makeshift wings, which I did. I removed them here, so I have them out of the market. We'll shuffle up the market and everything live, and get some random stuff going here. But this is going to attach to Cram, so I've thrown that over there. Now we're going to roll the event die and find out whether all Battleborn deployed in the scenario are promoted, or all Aegis are promoted, or all Source Sieges will be promoted, which sucks. Either one. All of the above suck. So let's get down on the table here. Let's do the big roll here. Yeah, how hard is it going to be? Which one's better? I don't know. I haven't looked at the deployment list yet to see, but we got a 5. So this 5 tells us that we are going to get all Source Siege deployed this scenario are promoted. And what we'll do is in the tray, we'll flip it around to its promoted side. It's only 1 unit, but it goes from 412 transport 3 range to 523 transport 4 range. So that's kind of huge. And if we look, when are they coming out? When does that cause us a problem? Well, I see some in Wave 3. I see one that's grouped with an Architect. Wave 4. And Wave 5. Great. Oh, man, those later waves are going to be rough. All right. We're going to analyze this live here, kind of think through this. I've been thinking a little bit. I've been looking at this morning, kind of thinking some strategy, but I'm really not sure which way to go here. This one looks tough, and it makes sense. It's the last scenario of the Heirs before we move on to a new faction. So this is like, I believe they've designed it to test your Heirs knowledge, which I don't feel I'm the greatest with the Heirs. They don't feel like my jam. I'm not really. I like the Brahmin better, to be honest, so far. I played the Nora. Nora might be my favorite so far, but I have not played the the Grige, the bug guys. I haven't played them yet. And I'm not sure how I feel about the Grove Tenders yet, but we'll figure those out as we get to their solo scenarios. All right. So that's it set up here. There's some staging areas. So we have staging area A and B. So A's over here. I should have had something to mark it, but I do not. But that's A, and then B is here, where this tree is down here. So those are going to be staging areas, and it'll tell us when to put things in those staging areas. And then at C, D, and E, we set up a dispatch platform, a launch launcher, and a lance launcher. And they each have a bit of a different configuration. So up here at E, for example, lance launcher, attack, range, fortification. And D, this is C, should be a dispatch platform, yep, with splash. And it has attack, range, fortification, attack. Nice little rainbow of fun there underneath that. And then over here we have D, which is attack, fortification, range, attack. Attack, fortification, range, attack. Okay, make sure it's all in the right order here. So that's what's set up. And of course, these two lance launchers have air defense, which are bad news for the airs, of course. Splash could be bad news if I throw out a bunch of weenie units in there. That could hurt. But it could also hit them too. So let's go down to the scenario here. So the objectives. So first thing I want to look at is the loss. So this is what we try not to do, is let's not have our gate defeated. And we ignore the second part. It says if you fail to locate the source core in previous scenario or this one. But we found in the last one, so we're good. So we just need to defend the air fortress gate. If we lose that, we lose. We win by doing one of the objectives up above there. We can defeat Cram the Mighty at least once. At least once. I hope so. Have one of your units take damage from the Brahmin artillery die without being defeated. I never use that die in normal PvP or co-op or anything when I play the Brahmin, or even solo actually. So it'll be interesting. I'm kind of forced to play with it here, but it's the enemy using it against me. And then we defeat the Brahmin fortress gate is another way to win. But the scenario will end immediately when that happens. It says there in the outcome. So we have to just get one of those done. Doris DZZ just subscribed. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. So if we get one of these done, we win. And we don't carry any over Akarian Renown to the next grouping of faction scenarios. So speaking of, after we look at this, I do want to go over the Akarian Renown options. In the last episode, we had, I believe, five Renown. Spent one of it on this elite recruit at the top here where you add 2 health to any unit. We did that in the last episode. I haven't bought any of these other ones. I think I have 6 to work with right now because I got 2 in the last one. Because I was left with 4, 2 more, 6. Yeah, I have 6 to spend. So I'm not sure what to spend it on. But after we review the scenario, we should think about that. But if you guys have any recommendations, if you're live in the chat and know anything about this scenario or want to help after we've reviewed it here, give any suggestions. I'm so down with you guys giving recommendations and helping me play through this. We can have some fun together, trying not to get smashed by the Brahmin. Scenario-specific rules. During the prep phase, you are granted CP equal to your source amount. It's crazy. This is crazy. Doris says, hey Rob, been watching a lot of your playthroughs of this game. What are your thoughts on the PvP balance? I haven't played enough PvP to make a comment on the balance. I have been reading a lot of the complaints online about Heirs versus Brahmin and Heirs not being great and Royal Talon just crushing face and destroying people early game. But I guess if you're like hardcore and you know those strategies, that sucks. It sucks to have someone at the table who just knows how to like crush you. But supposedly I've seen responses from the devs that there are like narrow ways to get out of that. But yeah, it does kind of suck that the balancing. Of course, when you playtest the game privately and then you release it to the public, they're always going to find balance issues, especially in a game like this big. You can't playtest every scenario, and I'm sure they didn't playtest like 100% till it was like rock solid balanced, because like, man, that would be crazy amount of hours, but you do the best you can do, right? But yeah, I don't know I don't know if they'll rebalance things based on feedback from people. That's the other thing. Like if they were more open about it, like, like a living card game, competitive living card game and stuff like that, where they'll actually errata things. to fix balance. I don't know if they'll do that for Cloudspire. I'm not sure. You would just have to house rule it, I think. Like, there's no tournaments for this. There's no organized play. So they're not supporting it in that aspect. So I don't know. So you just have to, like, within whoever owns the game has to house rule things and nerf things to kind of balance it yourself. But I don't know. When I play with my friends, like, I hope it doesn't come up. And I will never use that strategy against somebody. And I probably won't even play the heirs. But yeah, it does kind of suck. Also, I'm really curious about PvP Nora gameplay. We did play off camera. I have played some Nora PvP. That's how I was practicing with Nora before we did some co-op filming. I do like Nora. They're fun. I think they might be my favorite, but just so many units to think about, and it annoys me. Just a little nitpick is the whole the way they have units on both sides, and I have to remember all those skills on both sides without seeing them. I'm very visual, so like every time I want to like recruit my units for the Nora, I have to sit there like flipping them all over, and I don't know them well enough. But I'm assuming if you play the Nora tons, you just know them all. But like Arc Bright, Arc Light, names similar. What do they do? I don't remember which one does what. And every time I play, I have to like sit there flipping them all over, trying to figure out which one's what. And I like to see all my units in front of me that I want to purchase in a round, and they're just not. There's 6 of them that are hidden, so it's like you gotta like play this little flippy game. That's my only negative with Nora. But other than that, I love them. They're fun. I just don't like the way they give my opponents so much source. That's the only problem. Let's see here. But I do want to get more PvP on the channel. I'm still trying to get a buddy of ours playing in like a 3-player PvP game. I'd love to film that one day, but I only want to do that once we're all comfortable with that. And like my wife and I can play. We just have to like, play like a quick practice wave or two and we're back into it. But we played it with a friend and we only got through a couple of waves. And he loved it, but just finding the time to get him back to the table, replaying it with him, get him fresh back on the rules and stuff. It's just like it's a time commitment to do that. Because you don't want to just play in a video and be totally lost, which hopefully I don't do today. All right, so we get our source. We have to play with our source amount today, which we start with 20, which we'll see in a sec. But we have to be very careful what we use that source to build on, because that is going to be what we're using for our CP, which is crazy. It's like backwards thinking now. You have to be careful what you build. You can't just like spend all your source in the build phase, because then when you go to the prep phase, you'll have no CP and you'll get crushed. So yeah, do the heirs actually have a way to increase the CP? That is what I don't know. That I don't know. On your turn, nope, this is all market crap. Stables, I don't know what that is. The roost stuff, I don't know what that is. Glide, the airstrip stuff, yeah, I know what that is. Sanctuary, I love Sanctuary stuff. I love Academy Peak, yeah. I don't see any way they can boost it up, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay, well, we're playing in the 20 CP. 20 source is our max for CP. But it's a pretty high CP amount. It's pretty crazy if we don't spend any of it. Which, is that the right strategy? I don't know. Is to just go in the first wave and make as many units as you want and just don't build anything? That's what I might do here, just after reading this. So the AI notes, once the Brahmin builds Stronghold level 1, which they do in the first wave, once they build that, they'll use the artillery die at the start of a turn. If the opposing faction unit within 3 hexes of the Brahmin Fortress Gate, the first roll is range, second roll is damage, and the artillery die will damage the unit within its range with the most health. If this damage defeats the unit, the die is reset in the slot to be used again next wave. If the damage does not defeat the unit, the artillery die is removed from play. So I don't know how you're going to get a big enough unit over there that won't get smashed by it. Maybe they just get a really low roll. But if we look at that on their die, it has like a 2, 2 3s, 2 4s, and a 5. So most likely you're going to get like 3 or 4 range and 3 or 4 damage. And 3 or 4 damage basically crushes a lot of heirs units. And especially ones that have to get by air defense towers, splash, all this stuff first. Oh, Matouj missed my rant earlier about Cloudspire. Hey there. So what's your thoughts on Cloudspire? What is good about that? I don't know. It's just a solid game. It's like, it's different than anything I have. I don't know. It was It was new. Like wrapping my head around this game is pretty big, but it's great solo, great co-op. PvP's fine as long as you can find players who are serious enough to play it. But if you're solo game a lot, man, the book of solo scenarios, and this is just the base book, no expansion included. I do have the Greed stuff too, and it has more stuff in there. But like, man, it's was it 16? No, 12, 16 scenarios. 16 scenarios of solo, and like, man, you can replay them and try different strategies, and based on landmark chips and die rolls and cards and stuff from the relic deck and that, it can be a completely different play every time. And depending on what units you build, what CP you get, the source you get, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And the different setup too. Every scenario is like different setup die rolls and stuff that set up stuff randomly, and can feel very different play to play. Especially those landmark chips, they can change things a lot. In the market too, But yeah, I don't know. If you like the gameplay, you gotta like the gameplay. But the quality of the game and the amount of detail put into the game and the design and stuff is really, really well done. But yeah, it's hard what to compare it to. Yeah, I'm not sure. But that's what's awesome about it. I don't know. It's just cool. Anyways. Yeah, we were going through the scenario still, trying to get our head wrapped around this. So Cram the Mighty, he's going to come out promoted, has makeshift wings. So when he's defeated, they're discarded, but he is going to literally start with flying. So he can attack my flying dudes can attack him. He can avoid my spires unless they have air defense. I don't have any range units that I know of. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I do. So I can't hit him with ranged units. So I might be hoping for the market, giving me something with range maybe. Would be nice. Spires with air defense. I might try to build those as quick as possible. And his mark, he's going to be going for the closest opposing faction unit or spire. And his leveling, he'll get attack upgrades as he defeats guys. Ignoring upgrade restrictions. So this guy's going to start smashing units without retaliation happening once he gets too many attack chips on him. And at that point, I don't know how you defeat him, since he does start with, let's take a look here. He does start with survival, which the survival in solo and co-op, this unit's movement, this unit will use this movement if able to make an attack after moving, or if it's at full health. Otherwise, it will forgo movement and attacking in order to trigger this talent. So if he's not close enough to anyone to reach them in 3 move, he will just heal 1. And his armored prevents the first damage from attacking. But I believe he still takes full damage from retaliate, still takes full damage from splash and things like that. Incidental damage and stuff. And the Elfin Kazi's glide bomb and things like that. So that's a strategy there. Might have to go Elfin Kazi on him. Which is cool about this solo scenario. It's testing your knowledge of the Heirs faction for sure. And I'm sure there's a couple strategies that'll get us the win. We just have to get 1 renown. But to get all 3 renown and go all the way, you have to really dig deep into your knowledge and experience of Heirs. And what I think is involved in that is the right upgrades, the right spires, and going the right units. And they're giving you that source, and you got to balance that source into your CP or building units. And I don't know whether to go Elfin Kazi heavy just to try to destroy Cram. That might help us with some spires also. So I don't know if we go Elfin Kazi crazy. It does really look cool for solo. Just hoping the PvP is also viable to keep playing. Any experience on the endless mode? I have not played it. I want to do a video of that in the future. Do like a live stream where I start at like 9 a.m. and we just start endless mode and see how long we can stream for. I want to do that at some point. But Vinyl Rabbit, if he stops by in the chat, he's played endless mode before. It'd be awesome if he could comment on it. Because he was talking about it last time we were playing. I think Too Many Bones, he was in the chat telling us about it. But yeah, if he stops by, we'll ask him. We'll ask him his thoughts. All right, so what else we got here? So for the AI talent triggers, air defense as usual, always attacks the flying unit first if possible. The builder, that's going to be on their architect for the Bronin. First time this unit is adjacent to a source well before or after moving, it will construct a dispatch platform. That is the ones with splash. And then the splash, it will trigger if it's able to deal damage to at least 1 additional opposing unit. So that's cool. It can hit the other factions units, which is kind of cool. So on the event die, when they roll it 1 to 2, we stage 3 ungrouped Battleborn on staging area A. They'll deploy them during the onslaught phase. On a 3 to 4, 2 ungrouped Aegis. which is crazy. And then 5 and 6. If in play, Cram the Mighty gains 2 health, may exceed health stat. If defeated, add Cram the Mighty with 3 health to the bottom of the deployment stack this wave. So he will come back if we roll a 5 and 6. That's crazy. So I have a question. If we roll the event die in the first wave and Cram the Mighty is not in play, we will add him with 3 health to the bottom of the deployment stack for this wave. And then here it tells us to put him in the deployment stack. I think we'd be very lucky if that happened, because he would not be in play and he would come into play with only 3 health instead of his 6. So if we get lucky on a 5 or 6, I think that is right, because wave 1 event phase happens first and he wouldn't be in play yet. So I think that can be pretty cool. Oh no, he wouldn't be defeated. Never mind. If defeated, add Cram. Never mind. Never mind what I just said. I was like, damn, we can get lucky there, but it's never good for us. Never good for us. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we want to go back to our Akarian Renown. So after we now know what's coming up, we need to think how I want to spend my 6 Akarian Renown here. I can do the first option. I already purchased Elite Recruit and used it in the last scenario. If I'm going to go Elfin, go crazy with the Elfin Kazi, you can buy more Elfin, less Kazi, and during this scenario, air units will not take damage from the talent Glide Bomb, which can be pretty good if I'm being messy with them and could just like fire them in there. And those Elfin Kazi. Elfin Kazi with the Glide Bomb. Deal 2 damage to all adjacent units, fortress gates, and spires. So I can have it so they don't hurt my guys. The only problem is they get shot down pretty quick by these lance launchers. Since they're flying, they can be defeated. And these lance launchers have, this one can hit up to 2 range away. This one can hit up to 3 range away with air defense. Plus, in the first wave, they are launching 2 dispatches grouped together. And that's their unit that has range, right? 2 range? Yeah, 2 range. So that sucks. So they'll take out Elfin Kazis. Like, they're ready for this. They know Elfin Kazis would do really good here, I think. But the problem is they put the stuff in the queue that will just rip them apart. Even Cram the Mighty, their hero, has flying now. So he can come and fight the Elfin Kazi if he wanted. So that's kind of tough. But I don't know if I should worry about Elfin Kazi or totally ignore them. I don't know. This is the tough part. If we fail here, I just have to do another stream next week and play the same scenario again and try a different strategy. This is the disadvantage of doing it live. If I just got smashed in the first couple waves, I'd maybe not post it. Man. The other option is enforced donation. At the start of a turn, during the onslaught phase of the scenario, add an upgrade of your choice to the bottom of one of your spires, ignoring its upgrade restrictions. I like that one. I like that one. Turn of events. I don't think I care for this one. During the scenario, each time you roll the event die, you may choose to re-roll it once. But, I mean, you're forced to take the second option. So, like, whatever. Everything's bad. I'm not worried about that one. Willing Wings. At the start of the scenario, construct a spire on any non-path hex on the isle adjacent to your fortress. You may construct a Regal Lookout or Minaret Spire, even if you do not have the Academy Peak level 1 advancement. I would debate doing this one. I really like this one, actually, because I don't have to waste source. I can get a spire out early and quick, and it can help me on that event die roll if we have to stage some units up here by my base, and they're coming down to my base after I've already taken off. So that could be a problem. Or if something stages down here and it makes its way over, like I can't block everything, right? I can't save my base from everything, depending on their event die roll. And being able to put a spire down early might be the difference between them smashing my base and us losing in wave 1 or 2, and us surviving. So I think I like that one. Also, the other one I like is Mass Event. I wish I had 7 Renown, but I don't, because I would buy the last 2. But during the prep phase of Wave 2 and later, or later in this scenario, have the AI deploy the units listed in the previous wave's prep phase instead of those listed in the current wave. So what I could do in that last one is, like, for example, when the Source Sieges start coming out, I could just say in Wave 3, instead of giving me Source Sieges, I could say I'd rather deploy the ones in the previous wave to Dispatch and an Architect, rather than a Source Siege to start, like a promoted Source Siege now after our event die roll. So that's the other option, which I would like, but that only helps us in like 1 wave. And then after that, we jump up to the next difficulty, and like, I'm not so worried that's not such a huge value, but it could be, like, it could be. So, oh man. So I'm thinking, enforced donation at the start of a turn during the onslaught phase, this scenario. Add an upgrade of your choice to the bottom of one of your spires. So 2 renown for just a free 1 upgrade chip. It could be a source savings of like 4 or 5 source if you're like really doing it crazy, but it might just be a fortification, that's 2. But yeah, I think we'll do that one. So let's do that one. Let's try to remember to do that. We might forget, but we could add something to the bottom of a spire, and then we'll do this Willing Wings. So at the start of the scenario, construct a spire on a non-path hex on the isle adjacent to your fortress. And we can do any one of our spires, which is pretty awesome. So let's take a look. So we should probably set up the landmarks. Let's shuffle up these here. And we'll put a swamp here and a swamp here. And then we'll shuffle these swamps. Do a little bit of cutting here. Whoops, I'm dropping them. Can't look away, or I just drop them all. Okay, all right. Let's start from left to right if I can find all the. So we get a swamp. One here. One here. One here. And here's that one. Yeah, that's one, right? One here. One here. Is that all? Did I get them? I think so. All right. So the rest of the landmarks, we're going to toss those away for now in case we need them. Let's do the markets. At least the market have the same backs, so I don't worry as much about distribution. Okay. So let's see. We get 3. Let's start it off with poison off a plague bringer. Okay, that's a spire. Can't hit flying cram. That sucks. Back to the Future. Forget what that is, but let's check here. Poison. A successful attack or retaliation that would remove health from a unit instead removes half of its existing health. Spires don't retaliate, so that's not going to work for us against Cram. Time Vials have Back to the Future. I should be looking on the same side. Once per wave at the end of your turn during the onslaught phase, this unit may take another turn. I don't really like that for Darb. Darb kind of sucks. But sometimes he's good. But not the kind of unit I want to be like rushing landmark chips or spires with. He's kind of too weak for that, I think. And the last one, but maybe we can put that on Jelena, Nestor, or Keem later. That would be cool. All right, Convict, Battle Hardened, 2/2/2. He's a minion, a merc minion, and I think we had that guy in our last playthrough. Battle Hardened. When this unit is attacked by a Spire, reduce the damage dealt by 2. That could be helpful. That could be helpful. That could be helpful. All right. 3 swords though for that guy. But I mean 3 swords, which eats into our CP. Interesting. Okay, let's shuffle up these. The Earthscapes, Earth Shapes, whatever the heck they're called. Flip one over. And we got the Forest Mountains Water with a Spire in the water. All right, so let's build a Spire. And we're going to use that Akari Renown ability. And I will obviously buy the more expensive, or place out the more expensive one. Now we have Regal Lookout or Minaret Spires to choose from here. Regal Lookout, we can get 3 roosts and an elephant on that. That's interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. The Elfin can target Cram with the Glide Bomb, or just attack normally with flying. But this air defense, I can actually shoot at Cram. But back here on this first tile, I don't know if that's smart. And non-path hex kind of leaves my options limited. I'll probably slap it there. But I think we're going with Minaret Spire. And it gets 1 attack, 1 range. But we can use that other ability to maybe upgrade it if things are going hairy. But I'd probably rather upgrade another Spire that's more front lines. But that's my only Spire right now, so can take 3 upgrades total. All right, that's done. What else we need to set up here? Shuffle up the relic deck, I guess. So when I was looking at this in the market phase, I was debating, staring at the map here, there's actually a couple paths. So there's a path from my base that goes, or from my fortress, that goes along here. Then does like, this is a center tile normally in a PvP game, but it splits and then kind of goes this way. Or over here, there's kind of a split and it goes that way. And I'm pretty sure, let's just double check that I put the map together right. It's happened before. Actually, let's do this view. Yes, you can see. Yeah, there's a path there and a path around the outside. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's a very interesting map. A big one. Definitely a big one. But yeah, so we can branch off. So what I would like to do, usually when I see there's multiple paths, I like to choke one off and just get it so that nobody can go there. So I might spend some source in the market phase to just buy a landmark and not this convict, because I don't want to leave multiple paths open where these other guys from the die rolls can come wherever. So, I mean, we can see what happens with that first die roll, but every other round in the event phase, we could have guys being staged here or staged here, and that could really mess with things, especially if we don't have it under control. So I'd like to make one long path would be the best, but feels like I might need to put something here. And now that I have a Spire here, thanks to that Akari Renown, I do have influence over this and this hex, which is sweet. So, yeah. The other disadvantage to me doing this live is I can't edit out all the time when I ramble on and think about strategy. So you guys have to sit through it. But if you're watching this later, you can totally scrub through what's happening. Anyways. All right. So, in the first wave, we're going to roll the event die. And that event die will do one of the following horrible things to us. So we roll, and we get a 3. Stage 2, ungrouped Aegis. Ugh. They're armored, these guys. In staging area B. Staging area B, I believe, is the tree down. Yes. Staging area B. My God. So we're using our Too Many Bones premium chips here. Thanks again to viewer of the channel, Nick Eastland, for sending those over. Much appreciated. All right. So 2 Aegis that are 3/2/2 with armored. So the first time they get attacked, they avoid damage. That's very bad. That's very bad. They're really putting the pressure on us here at the beginning. Yeah. Trying to force me to build more spires, spend more source. I don't even know what to do. All right. So that's that. 20 source. I already set the dial. We're on 20. Market phase. Key. Key here. So now that these guys are all the way over here, they can march simply right into here. And with my units moving so quickly, we'll probably be long gone while they sneak on in. So to prevent that, I think I need to spend 2 source and buy this Earthscape. And that is my market purchase. Okay, next is the build phase, where the Brahmin build Stronghold level 1, so they have their artillery die. I've already set it up there. So we'll roll that when a unit is within 3 hexes of the base. I'm actually going to kind of like just put it out on the board so I kind of remember that is a thing. And I believe it is when an opposing faction unit is within 3 hexes of the Baron Fortress Gate. So if 1, 2, 3. If I put it on that path hex, that might help me. I mean, they might walk by there. I'll move it, but just to help me not forget. Okay, so where are we putting this thing? We can put it down the build phase. We can even pop a spire on it. But we can't yet build air defense spires. So to do that, how much would we have to spend? That is the question. 4 source to be able to build the better spires. And even if we did build a spire out here somewhere on this thing, Cram's running around with armored. And he'll go after the spire. Even if it has air defense rolling 1 die, he'll block like the first hit. So it's like, that's not great. And he'll just smash the spire. So I think it might be a waste of source right now. So I'll probably lay it down. Probably lay it down somewhere here. Maybe like so. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if I put it there and I build on it in the future, that's not a bad spot to be on the board, I think. It'll hit these guys as they deploy from here. It'll hit guys as they come down here. Could still hit guys offensively up here. But yeah, I think I'll put it like that, and I won't build on it right now. Okay. What else in the build phase? What do we even want to do? We have 20 or 18 source left. If I start thinking about CP, because remember, I only get as much CP in the prep phase as I have source left. So 100%, we're doing Darb. 3 health. He's no CP. We'll do him. I start looking at these spires, and I need to whittle them down, because rolling 3 attack dice, yeah, that's a hero killer. Air defense. It'll go after flying units first, which Darb is. How can I knock it down a tad? I'd have to hit it at least twice, which I feel like Harriers are good for, or Jousts, because they have quick strike. And the Harrier is actually going first with 4 movement. Could line up on it and hit it pretty good and take it down to at least the fortification, 2 attack dice, but then would have no range. So that's like what I'm thinking about there. I don't know if they'll survive far enough to hit this one, but at least now I've made the path so it goes this way, and it's for them too. And the guys who are down here, they will have to go like up and around the long way. They're going to get tired, and they only move 2. So we have lots of time for them to finally get to us. Hopefully we have another Spire by then. We can leave that for limited build options too, because right now if we don't build in the build phase, we're good. But I do want some fortress upgrades. I'm thinking. And I start thinking about ones like, if I'm building a bunch of Harriers, do I start getting stables level 1 there, where I can upgrade the health stat of all Harrier minions, have it permanently increased by 1. So that way they're running around at 3 health, which might make them survive a little better against Spires that are hitting for 2 attack dice, because most likely it's going to be rolling a 2, which will smoke Harriers. But if I give them 3 health, they might just be able to survive a little longer. But I don't know. But that's also more food for Cram, who will be on the board at some point, smashing units and getting upgrade chips. Stupid Cram with his flying. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know. I feel like Elfenkazi are like the best way to deal with him, but a Royal Talon smashing him would be good. But if it takes forever for that Royal Talon and him to meet up, and that guy's already killed a few of my guys, Cram will be smoking the Royal Talon in like 1 shot, because I'm sure the Royal Talon will get hit by some of these Spires. I need to take out these air defense as fast as possible. That's what needs to happen. I think I need to build a Royal Talon this wave. Let's think here. If I do Royal Talon, that's 5 CP out of 18. Okay. I want to have a couple jousts in there. They help with Quick Strike on... it can hit Cram at least, because he'll be blocking the first one. 1 will get through. That could be helpful. So that's another 6. So we're already at 11, if I'm going that route. The other thing to think about is Hummingers. Because they do hit for 2, which is great, but they don't have Quick Strike, so they'll get probably smoked. They only have 3 health. They would probably get smoked by these Spires. A mix of the Spires, a mix of Dispatch with range, a mix of Cram the Mighty. That'll have to launch their Elfin out a little early. They only have 2 Roost. But would it even get by this Lance Launcher? I don't even know. I don't even know if it would survive to get by it. Only moves 2. I'm not sure if I want to put them out yet. I think it's too fragile of an environment for them. So I don't feel like the Elfenkazi will do much, and that might be a waste of a unit. Yeah. So if we're at 11 with 2 jousts, we do 3 Harriers. That would be another 3. So that'd be 14. We'd have 4 more. So we could do a Humminger. Or we can spend some of that source in the build phase, and we can build. We could build. Yeah, we could build. Because if we're only going to spend so much CP, or could we can get an upgrade. Fortress upgrade. I'm thinking the Harrier one, man. Or maybe the Unified Front, get the command die, get some more CP. I mean, it's not a good spend right now because I drop in source. I get the die, I probably won't get the 3 side to pay for it. But going forward, wave after wave, that really pays itself off. I could just get the Spire upgrade and then eventually go Master Training, where faction minions are promoted when they defeat a unit or Spire, which is neat. Can be great for the jousts. Quick Strike on Harriers for 2. How much? Like, oh, I don't know. Okay, I think we're gonna do Harrier training, where the Harriers our health are permanently increased by 1. Or do we make sure we can build better Spires? Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. 5, 11, 12, 13, 14. That would leave 4 spare. If we just did the spire upgrade thing, then when we build with our limited build options, we can plop down some good air defense spires and maybe give Cram a good lesson. Maybe hit him good. But with his survival, if he's not close enough, well, I guess he'd be close enough to the spire probably. He would just run up to the spires and start smashing them. And you have to roll 2s to get through or be rolling more dice, which could be a strategy. Just get a really nice spire built. And I could exceed the upgrades by using that Akarian Renown ability I unlocked to put an upgrade on a spire that ignores upgrade restrictions and give it some extra attack or some extra range that it normally wouldn't have. So I want to defeat Cram. That's definitely one of the objectives, trying to destroy this guy, because he will destroy me. And he will make it hard for me to destroy his base. If I can't defeat his base or him, that's 2 renown I don't get. And what's the third one? Have one of your units take damage from the Brawn and Artillery die without being defeated. Yeah, that won't be till later, and that'll be after I clear away these stupid spires to make my guys even be able to survive to get all the way up there. Man. Yeah, this is tough. Could make beefier Harriers right now, which could help me get through those spires quicker, I think, and maybe make my units survive longer. I can also explore a little more freely, where I start flipping up landmark chips without having to worry about them die as easily. I just get scared about building so many units. Cram just getting unlimited attack upgrades. Three, 6, 9, 14. Yeah, I think we'll stop at 14 CP we need. So I have 4 source I can play with. And I feel like spires might be needed with these 2 Aegis there, plus Cram. Cram's not going to come on my base. He's going after the closest unit or spire. But I may need to build spires to keep these guys out. Because Darb can't do it. He needs an attack upgrade at least. And these guys hit for 2. They will destroy my base, man. Gotta get some toxic secretion revealed up here. Alright. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? What's up? Just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here with CP in the first wave of Scenario 4. It's, man, this whole source and CP thing where, like, you only get as much CP as your source definitely messes with you. But, I think the safer play is to spend 4 source, and we're going to give ourselves the upgrade so we can build our better spires. You're still stuck on Brawn in Scenario 4? I don't remember what that one was, but actually I can look it up right now. I can refer you to the video in the playlist where you can see how that one went for me, because I don't remember. Let's see. Scenario 4. Oh, Annihilation. Oh, I remember this one where you get to like carry your spires over to it, right? The number of siege towers you must construct for the first objective is dependent on how much renown you earn in Scenario 1. Yeah, this was the one that screwed me, where I just went super hard in the previous one, and then it ended up making it worse for me in the next one, which I wish I looked ahead, because I would have totally played different to make it easier in the next scenario. Yeah, this one was pretty crazy, though. But anyways, back to the task at hand. All right, so we were purchasing... we're going to purchase this one, Academy Peak, level 1. So that way we can use some source as limited build options and build some air defense towers, which might be able to help us with Cram is the plan. And we won't buff up our Harriers. I really want to do that though. But let's go 2 Harriers on the top. Is that how you want to do it? 2 Harriers on the top. A Joust. A Joust, a Harrier, and a Joust. I don't know if that's the best order, but that's what I'm going with here. Okay, we got our stack. 14 CP. 14 CP we've got to spend there in first wave. Feels busted, but I wish I could have spent more source. So I'm down to 14 source in the build phase at the end. That gives me my CP equals your current source. I've set up Cram. Let's do our dispatches, which are grouped together. They're regular, 3 health each. And they will go on top of Cram here. He goes on the bottom. He's got makeshift wings, so he's flying like a freaking jerk. And I think that's all we need to set up. I'm pretty sure. It's going to be crazy. So I put the artillery die. I'll just put it right here to remind me I got to roll it. Now this is the path, so when I reach here, I got to roll that thing. Hopefully it's my Royal Talon. Hopefully I can avoid dying to that, and then I get one of the Renown, which would be cool. But right now, main objective. Not lose my Fortress Gate. Prime objective. Next one, destroy as much of this Lance Launcher as possible, if not clear the whole thing. Uncover some landmarks. Hopefully find a Toxic Secretion. Maybe a portal. Maybe a unit to help us. Maybe a Spire for free. I don't know. But something to help us for when these 2 Aegis get marching over, or when Cram the Mighty is in our neighborhood, or even these dispatches if they make it through our giant pile here. I need some other help down here because my little Minaret Spire is not going to be enough. And Darb and the Minaret Spire are the C team. They are not going to defend my base well enough. So I need some help from landmark chips possibly. If I'm really lucky, Cram will be defeated this wave, but I don't feel that is going to happen based on what I have purchased and based on these Aegis. But I could be wrong. I could get some lucky rolls on an air defense Spire on some retaliates, but I don't see that happening. Ryan says, I taught a 4-player game the other day. Oh man, how many players knew what they were doing when you were teaching them? The Brahmin player managed to roll a 5 range and a 4 damage on that die and one-shot Darb. It was gross. Oh my god. Wow. Logan's here. Good morning, fellas. How late am I to the party? We're just starting wave 1. And thanks for the new episode, says Sven. Thank you for your comment on the last one. I appreciate that. I get a little worried with Cloudspire, to be honest, playing solo right now, because the last few videos, and I remember some people were mentioning they didn't want to watch anymore because of spoilers, especially once I got to like the later Brahmin scenarios. But as I was doing the air ones, I noticed I wasn't getting as many people watching them. So I thought like either the buzz of Cloudspire has completely died, which is what I'm feeling, or people just haven't got that far in solo yet, or don't even have their game yet and don't want to watch that far ahead. So that's why I haven't really been doing them live, because I thought no one's going to show up to watch them. But I appreciate all you guys being here, and hopefully there's not too much downtime and this doesn't take 7 hours, because I can't edit it. We're just leaving it live. So all the chatting, all the thinking, all the like thought process is all going to be in the video, not cut out like I do sometimes, where I just like try to keep it more shorter and get the downtime out of there. Is Aurora next? Who is next? I don't know who's next after. Yes, it is an Aurora. Okay, I can't wait. I'm super excited to change factions. I'm not a fan of the Heirs. They're cool, but they're not my playstyle. They're not what I like. I do like the Aurora better, for sure. I can't wait. Can't wait. All right. Yeah, how long did that 4-player game last? I'm assuming 7 to 8 hours. I'm assuming you didn't even finish. I bet you didn't even finish that game, Ryan. Unless it was a sleepover and you guys went all night. Till the next morning. Oh, man. Okay, let's get to it. But yes, we're definitely today is a chill stream. We're definitely going to have fun. I'm not rushing this at all. We can chat about strategy together. You guys can help me out, make decisions, talk about strategy. And if you don't know, if you haven't seen the previous part of this live stream, just to see how the scenario is set up, you can go to chiptheorygames.com/support, and you can get the rules, or the solo scenario book PDF is there. So just go to scenario 4 for the heirs, and you can read about it while we're going through wave 1 here and kind of see what the rules are. You can also keep me on task too if I forget something from there. But I do have it open here beside me, so hopefully we can refer to it and I don't miss any of the special rules, which I sometimes get into it and I do forget them. Okay. Browning go first. Yes, they do. Browning go first. Browning go first. So they're grouped. And Ryan says, I played them for the first time in the 4-player game and really liked them. And now we finished 2 waves and called it. Yeah, I knew you didn't finish the game. I've been there. I've been there trying to teach 1 player, and it just takes so long. I taught to teach my wife. It took forever. It took us a couple nights to just get through 1 full game. And when my wife and I were playing with my buddy Justin trying to teach him, we only got through, I think, 2 waves in like 3 hours, and he had to go. So it was like, unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's why it's hard to get this game to the table in PvP. Everyone keeps asking for PvP videos, but man, that's a time commitment to get players that know what they're doing and confident enough to play on camera and be taught and understand the strategy of a faction. You have to play like weekly for like a month to be at that point, I think. All right. So dispatch 1, 2. Cram. You can go over mountains. So his literally path to me, closest opposing unit or spire, is right here. And he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He can go right down the middle here, which he will do. 1, 2, and 3. Didn't even have to use the mountains if you didn't want it there. Okay. He's full health, so he doesn't need to use this little survival thing. But if he loses a health, he'll stay where he is if he can't reach somebody to attack. And he'll survival up some health. Yeah, doing a wave taking pictures, that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing to do too. Or just leave it set up on a spare table. That's what I did. I have a table upstairs that I had it set up on when I play it. And I usually just leave it set up and we just play like a wave and then we would just like stop and come back the next night and just continue. But yeah, it's that kind of game. But it's just so many solid options, so many solid choices, so many points to think. So even with like I picture 4 players that all know what they're doing, it's still going to take you a while because everyone's kind of like just sitting in that prep phase, man, trying to figure out what to build is like brain racking, or in the build phase trying to figure out like fortress upgrades to like whether you save it for later. All right, but I do love it. I love it. Anyways, all right. So they're done. They're gone. They can't reach anybody. Over to me. Well, let's start the Harriers. Do we want to do Harriers first, or do we want to have Darb on top? Where's Darb? Darb's over here. Let's put Darb on top. Almost forgot to put him in the stack. Let's take Darb. He is going to... He's got to stay away from this tower, which has 2 range. I want to go after landmark chips. So I figure let's start with the one by the base. Okay, so Darb will just go there. Harrier 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. This one can only come out of here. And the Joust is going to sit there and chill. All right. Quick strike. I have a question. So would this guy move his full movement down to here? That seems stupid, but I think he might. And if that's the case, I'd probably want the other Harrier up front here so that he's beside there. Every map's got to be different and mess with my knowledge of AI movement. Okay, let's see. Ryan says, I agree with you though. I like every race. Have played the Greege. Ooh, I'm jealous. I need to play them. Except the heirs, not my jam. Yeah, heirs are not my jam. So let's get through this episode and win, guys, so we don't have to play them anymore. I'm just kidding. All right. So can this Harrier move 3 and just chill there? Does anyone know? Anyone know in the chat? I know they have to use full movement, but they got to make the most progress. That seems a little ass backwards because he's moving further away on that movement. But I know he just has to end closer to the opposing, which that would be closer than here. Yeah, this is annoying. I'll just leave it where it is. Okay, so quick strike, bang, bang. So it's down to 2 attack. Oh, Mel's here. She loves the heirs. Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm married to a woman that lives in my house that likes the heirs, and that's why I don't sleep at night. That's why I'm stressed. It's tough. We like argue over breakfast about the heirs and stuff and royal talons. Yeah, you guys don't want to be there for that. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Anyways, hey Mel. All right. So a little quick strike. Spires will fire. Let's fire on the leading Harrier. Yes, the leading Harrier. 2 dice. Come on, blanks. We got 2. So that 2, of course, will blow away this Harrier into a puff of feathers, and it's gone. Which is why I wanted to give them the upgrade, so that one would still be alive. I may regret that, and if we do fail, I'm definitely doing that on the next play, is giving them all 3 health. We may get them that in the next wave. We'll see. But I really think this first wave they need it. All right. Spires firing, done. Explore, or whatever that's called. I totally forget what it's called. But looking at the landmark chips. Ready? Please don't say engage. Please don't say engage. Unless it's one with a spire, which I don't know if that exists on the swamp. Oh, toxic secretion, you say, by my base. That's a tough one. Now, I want to put him up just to get the source out of him, but I also would love to just leave him here to be annoying to these guys if they make it down there. But will they make it down there? And if they don't, that is a pain in the butt as my other guys deploy in the next wave. It doesn't retaliate, which is sweet, so Darb can just smash on it. But right now, it's actually going to punish me. If I leave it, I can hit it for 2, 3, 4. I could do it right now and defeat it. I'm just going to defeat it. Let's reveal it. The Sabasa. That's unfortunate. It's a tough choice, but whenever I make the choice of these damn things, I always do the wrong one where I leave it there and then it hurts me and doesn't hurt the opponent. So in this case, I'm not going to let it hurt anybody. Let's squash it. The 4 source is juicy. But here's the key. I'm trying not to waste source 2. I just need to be at like 20. I don't want to go over it. And 20 gives me nice CP next. So I need to use these limited build options very well. What that makes me, this 4 source can become Minaret Spire or something, which is great. Okay, so I will just hit him for 2, 1, and 1. So Darb is the finishing blow. And we get 4 source up to 18. And Darb will take an attack upgrade. I think. No. Darb will... does Darb take an attack upgrade? That would be better for landmark hunting. Be better for hitting these jerk faces. But I could use him to maybe finish off this spire if it doesn't get already smoked. And just get it for that. Yeah, let's do fortification. Fortification. I don't know if that's the right choice, but that's what we're going with. All right. Done? Done, 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 done. Okay. Brawn in. Let's do cram first, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Dispatch. 1, 2. No spires to fire yet. Although... maybe I should have built there at the start of my turn. I would be shooting at him right now. Although, I think he would just tear it down. But at least it'd keep him busy. We'll see. Maybe I'll build it after. All right. He has nothing to attack. He has nothing to attack. My turn. So now I have this Joust and Harrier tied here. I can take either one as my leading minion. And Dermot, how's it going? Evening. So I can take the Joust or the Harrier, go forward here. I think the Joust being front of the pack might be nice. The only problem, because I want him to hit this Spire, which has a fortification on the bottom. But he's got to get through the dispatches and get by Cram. So maybe I'll keep a Harrier up front just to distract. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. 1, 2. And I need to keep the Joust down here anyway. I need him to take off this fortification upgrade here. I almost forgot about this Spire. Oh boy. Let's move this Harrier. And we got our other Joust coming off. 1, 2. And the Royal Talon. Oh yeah, we should move Darb. But we'll move the Talon first. Where's the Talon going? 1, 2. Or 1, 2. Just have the Talon and Cram have a showdown. That would be pretty cool. That's really all I want the Royal Talon to do. I just don't need him to get shot down with this Lance Launcher. But, yeah. Oh, I forgot to do my limited build. That's okay. I'll wait on it still. All right. So they're all done. Darb needs to move. Okay, Darb will move down here, be sneaky. He's not in range of this Lance Launcher. Quick Strike. Joust first will kick off the fortification. This Harrier will kick off the attack upgrade. Now this Spire is only shooting for 1, which is where I like to see it. And that is good. All right. Spire will fire, though. There's no flying it can reach. It technically could destroy this Harrier if it rolls a 2. So it will target this Harrier it can destroy. It hits for 1. Yay! Harrier's down to 1 health there. All right, he's limping. Okay, that one's done. Explore. Can do these 2 up here. This is engaged. That sucks for these 2 because they have to fight it and retaliate. I could just do the Harrier to fight. I could flip this one also. If they're both engaged, I would choose the Harrier to fight this guy first, take the retaliation, and if he dies, he dies. I think the Swamp one only hits for 1. But I could also uncover something that will fight Cram as he comes by, or some Toxic Secretion would be freaking phenomenal. Not so good for my guys, though, but... But I just want to kill Cram. If I kill Cram, I'm living the dream. He's defeated. Then I just have to turtle and protect my base for the rest of this game. And just try to maybe destroy their base. I don't know if I'll get there. Or maybe send up a big dude at some point for fun to get hit by this artillery die. Could get the other renown. But I'm really trying to target Cram as my 1 renown I need to get. Is like my priority one. Because destroying their base, maybe later in the game. But I'll feel so much more comfortable if Cram has been defeated at least once. And he loses the makeshift wings for the rest of the scenario, so he will not be flying. So I don't have to play that stupid game where half my units can't even hit him. So yeah. He's a great hero. That's why I love the Brahmin. This guy's awesome. Anyways, okay. Exploring here. I will do the Swamp first. Oh, we got the Fair Fight guy. So he would hit the Harrier back for 1. Do I flip him? Oh, but I got the flying guy here. So I could Harrier. Harrier just gets retaliated on but for 1, and then finish it off with the Royal Talon, get 3 more source. Yep, I think he's fine. So we'll throw him there. And the Harrier is going to look at this one. Oh, Traxxar Roughneck. But if I could defeat this guy, we get a free Spire. We can win a free Spire. Yay. Traxxar Roughneck. Have to flip him because he's engaged. If a unit can fight him, they have to fight him, which is good. If Cram can go over there and fight him, I'd be happy with that. they don't get the bonus from defeating him, which is great. So no Spire for them if they defeat it, which is not the worst thing in the world. But if it can do a bit of damage to Cram, I'm all for it. It's going to be some teamwork here. Teamwork. All right. So attack time. So the Royal Talon has to fight the Bounty Hunter. And this Harrier has to attack here. So that, unfortunately, it's a pickle. I think I'm gonna go up Isle of Cats and try Brawn and 4 while you do this. Yeah, Ryan, crack it out, man. Give it a go. Give it a go. Curious. Is there an order to exploring or whatever it's called? Because now I think I'm in trouble. Where is it? Like when I look at a chip, do I look at them all at once or one by one? When do I decide when to flip them over? What the heck is it called? Because now, like, it sucks that I flipped this guy because now he's going to hit this guy back for 3. I shouldn't have flipped that, but that was my risk. What is it called? Yeah, exploration. The only way an unrevealed landmark chip can be interacted with. After spires have fired, you may explore any landmark that is adjacent to one or more of your units. Look at its face downside without showing it to your opponents. And choose whether or not to reveal it. 12 and 25. You may explore any landmark that is adjacent to one or more of your units. When you explore a landmark, you look at its face downside without showing it to other players. After exploring a landmark, you must immediately choose whether to reveal it by flipping it up or leave it face down. If you reveal it and the landmark has a health stat, place the appropriate number of chips under it immediately. You may continue exploring landmarks until you decide to stop or have no more units to support. So there's an order to it. There is an order to it. So I should have looked at this one. Or not looked at that one at all. I should have just looked at this one, saw what happened there, had the perfect scenario, and just not got greedy. But now I will be punished, and my Royal Talon's going to take a hit. And if Cram does the first hits on my Royal Talon, he will die and not do what I needed him to do, which sucks. All right, so let's do... Yeah, we have to attack here for 3. And the fair fight, he'll hit back for 3. Royal Talon is down to 2. So that's very unfortunate. That's a rookie play. I think you get to choose who he attacks. Not when there's engaged. I think engaged kind of means that he's forced to be attacked. If I can choose the Harrier to attack here first, I would, but I don't think that's how it goes. Let's see here. Where are you? Engage. This landmark must be revealed when explored. If a unit can attack this landmark, its attack stage, it must do so. Yeah, if it can attack and engage, it has to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so you will attack here and then get squished by the Traxxar Roughneck. So that's unfortunate. That hurts. That hurts. But hopefully he can do some damage. The Roughneck can do some damage to Cram. Would be amazing. Because now my Talon's kind of beat down. Okay. So that's that. These guys will go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, this dispatch is in range now to shoot this guy, unfortunately. 1, 2. Where is he going? Closest opposing. What is his mark again? His mark is... Closest opposing faction unit or spire. So he does not care about the landmarks. So his mark right now, 1, 2. It's this Joust. Right? Yeah, it's the Joust. You can't go in water though. So it's 1, 2. It's a tie for any one of these. 1, 2, 3. So he'll just come in here. Unfortunately, the Roughneck's not going to help me. Oh, this is so bad. So bad. All right. And yeah, he would move because he could definitely damage somebody. And he's at full health. All right. So this guy's going to fight here. Shoot away for 1. That's fine. A little bit of damage helps my guys just feed him too. Okay, so that was the dispatch shooting on the Roughneck. Then Cram. What does he want to do? Faction, unit, or Spire. So his attack priority. Spire can defeat. Faction minion it can defeat. He hits for 2. But Spires are his priority. But he can't defeat the Spires. So he actually is going to kill the Royal Talon right now, isn't he? Oh, it's so weak. Yeah, he'll just fight the Royal Talon. Biggest waste of CP. I was dumb. See, flipping 1 landmark chip totally mess up your whole playthrough. Okay. And no retaliate, of course. And he gets in an upgrade chip. Attack, upgrade. Oh, I forgot Spire's firing before, though. Only a 1, which he blocks with armored. Oh, man. Cram is going to be the death of me. Because now he's blocking my path, too. Oh, this is so bad. All right. Well, we're going to build a Spire. So start of my turn. Let's do limited build. Let's bring out the big guns. And we can build our bigger Spires. So Regal Lookout's pointless right now because we can't build on it. So we're going to do Refuge Spire, or Minaret, sorry, Minaret. Attack and arrange here. I have influence there because I have a Spire here. I don't have... Oh, I forgot these guys. Hold on, we can fix that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So they have 3 times. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that gotta be right there. Yeah, almost out of the Aegis. Almost out of the Aegis. I do that every time there's like a new deployment place. I always forget about it. But yeah, I have Aegis still coming. That's crazy. I'm debating use my other limited build, but I might use that to just upgrade one of these. And I also have that Akarian Renown. Enforced donation. At the start of a turn during the onslaught phase of this scenario, add an upgrade of your choice to the bottom of one of your Spires. Do I do it here? 1, 2. Maybe I do it here. Nope. I need to upgrade them first. So limited build. Number 2. So I didn't spend the source on that was 3. So down to 15. Limited build number 2. I'm going to stick. If I focus just on Cram, I should pile... I think I do attack on this one. And then here, with that ability, I throw an attack under this one. And we just go heavy on Cram with Spires. Let's just nail this guy. We need to kill him. It's going to be super bad down here, wrecking stuff. And then we also have these guys to worry about coming. So we need more attack dice to roll against these guys. So I don't think any of my units are still going to be alive. And we still have the dispatch coming. So I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble. That Royal Talon falling was huge. Maybe these guys will help me out. But I doubt it because this guy only has 1 health left. So he will get smoked and not retaliate. Trackstar Roughneck maybe can help. But yeah, Spires all day. So we're done our 2 limited build options. We're done all of our Akarian Renown abilities. Let's see how they paid off. Okay. So I will start with... does Darb want to get in on the action? That's the question. 1, 2. None of my guys can move down here. They're all stuck. Let's do Spire or Quick Strike, sorry, Quick Strike. I'll Quick Strike with the Harrier. We'll get rid of this Lance Launcher. I'll get 3 Source. Oh, I think I forgot to spend Source on my second upgrade, which would have cost, so that would even out. So I'd go down to 15. Yeah, so that would have cost 3. This will give me 3 back. I'll stay at 15. Yep. Rough. Okay. The Quick Strike here will hit this jerk face, but he blocks one of it, so 1 gets through, and then he hits back for 3, smashing this Joust in 1 shot. It's crazy. Oh, I can't hit him because he's flying. Fun times. Oops. I can't hit him because he's flying. So these guys will just not attack anything, and that's it. All right, Brawnin. So let's go units. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. This guy doesn't need to move. He's already adjacent to, I guess, the Joust is who he's going after. So let's attack with the units. So this Dispatch has to shoot the Roughneck. Hits it for 1. Gets smashed back for 2. Not dead yet. He's grouped still. So he has other stuff coming out. Oh, man. Then Krim is left. Yeah, he'll fight the Joust. Oh, Spires will fire, actually. First, let's fire on this guy. So 2 dice from this Spire onto Cram. They're air defense, so they can hit him because he is flying. We hit for 2. 1 gets blocked from Armored. Right? Armored is just any attack. When this unit is attacked, reduce the damage dealt by 1. Okay, awesome. Okay, and then this Spire will fire. Show me 2 2s. Don't show me a blank and a 1. I know that's what you're going to do. I called it. Blank and a 1. Yep, I felt it. Play this game enough to know. Alright, so that does jack to him, which sucks. Okay, now he just smashes the Joust. And the Joust doesn't even get to retaliate. Oh, that's sucky. Done. My turn. No limited builds. Oh, and he gets an upgrade chip from that. So now he's hitting for 4. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So Darb can get destroyed now. Yeah, Darb can't even fight him or he'll get retaliated on and killed in 1 shot. Darb only hits for 1. But if I go up there with Darb, he would be the target. No, I don't want Darb to die like that. But I do want Darb to get this guy or this guy. But I don't think he'll get up there. So let's just keep Darb hiding in the back. Harrier. Joust. Darb will go down this way. I think. Or no, Darb will go to here. Darb will go to there. Yep. He's going to try to sneak around. Done. Can't attack, can't attack, can't attack. No spires to fire, nothing to explore. All right, Bronnin. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This guy stays where he is. Spires will fire. So Minaret on Cram. 3, nice. 2 gets through. He's down to 3 health left. Let's get him, boys. Minaret Spire here. 2 2s. Throw me 2 2s. A 2. I'll take a 2. That's fine. Gets rid of 1 more health. He's down to 2. He's down to 2. If I can get him down to 1, Darb can move in. And no, he can't because he only hits for 1. Ah, stupid armored. Okay. Attack time. So this guy has to attack here, which will hit for 1 and get destroyed back. The next one will come out. The group's dispatch, which is right here. 3 health. I don't get the source for that. These guys don't do anything. Cram will just blow this guy up and get another attack upgrade. Yay! Yeah, that's why I didn't want to build the Harriers, because I knew he would just eat them alive. But I thought they would have gotten out, and they would have passed him as he came down here. But I got messed up. It's crazy, crazy. All right. Yep, my go. Dodge. Does dodge help me if I go and fight this bounty hunter, kill? This guy can flip, and then he has dodge. So dodge is if, when damage from attack or retaliation would defeat this unit, ignore the damage entirely and do not retaliate. Then flip this unit to its basic side. But I think if you went in here, killed that guy, flipped, next round, Cram staying where he is, this guy's staying where he is. Unless Cram dies from these spires. That's like my dream situation. 1, 2. This Joust has to move. That sucks. He's going to kind of block them. I didn't want that to happen, but... Guys, this is a pickle. This is a pickle. I want to be risky with Darb. I want him to go fight here. I would love him to get this Spire, but I don't think it's happening because the engage will force this to fight before I even get the chance. Darb can't finish this guy off. He's got 3 health. Even if I got an attack upgrade earlier instead of the fortification, it's not enough. Then he's standing there. Once this guy's gone, Darb's lunched me to this range guy, or if he's still alive, this guy already can hit for 5 in 1 shot. 1, 2. Yeah, I'll just sit him in front of the base. All right. Nothing to attack. Such a crap turn. All right, they'll go again. This guy's stuck. 1, 2. 1, 2. Spires will fire. Well, let's go after Cram with this Minaret. Come on, 2 2s. And he's dead. 3. I'll take it. Oh, which is all I needed. Yeah, he only has 2 health left. 1 gets blocked by armored. Cram is dead. They're singing back in the Heirs Fortress. They're all dancing and singing right now. They saw that from over the walls. They're all like celebrating. It's like the end of Star Wars, you know, like the good Star Wars when they're all celebrating, you know. So this makeshift wings is now out of the game. It is removed from Cram. Cram is done until the event die brings him back in, but he will never come back in flying. Thank the Cloudspire gods. We did it, boys. But we still have 2 Ages coming and a full-blown dispatch here, full health. Coming walking down here, and all we have left is a Joust and Darb and 2 Spires to hold us out. Hopefully that's enough. Thankfully, they won't be able to reach here. This guy can, but hopefully we kill this guy quickly, and then these 2 Spires can finish off the Aegis, with maybe Darb coming in there for a little bit of upgrade action. Even the Joust with 2 hits and Quick Strike. We might be able to get through here. We might, but I doubt it. So, this guy can attack, though, and he'll have to attack this Trackstar Roughneck, which kills it, unfortunately. We don't get the bonus off it, but they don't either. And it doesn't retaliate. Okay. They're done. Argo. Let's now... This guy will move up here. Darb's going to move in and get all ballsy. Oh, did I fire with both my Spires? Or did just the one kill him? I didn't fire with this one, did I? I don't think I fired with both my Spires. If you guys know, let me know. I think I just fired the one and it killed Cram, and I was so happy I forgot to fire the other one. I'm going to fire it, but let me know if I'm cheating. It's 3. So it would destroy this dispatch. That's a kill on the dispatch, if I'm not cheating. But let me know. That's 3 source. 18. Okay, so in that case, this guy would be able to move up 2, because that guy wouldn't be there. Darb, he'd still go here. He'd still go there. All right. So we will attack with Darb and just finish off this Bounty Hunter. And we'll get 3 source, but it's unfortunately going to hit us up to 20, and we lose 1 inefficient source there. So that's all good. And he gets promoted. So we're going to actually lose his upgrade. We will do the promotion. It is optional, but we'll flip. Now he has flying and dodge. 3 health, 2 move. Same stuff, but 1 upgrade, 1 attack. Nothing much different. Just the dodge is really all we get out of that there. But hey, that can keep him around and when things go hairy. These guys can't hit him, which is nice. All right, so here they come. 1, 2, 1, 2. No Spires. 1, 2. Can't reach yet. We'll go. Oh, the Joust and Darb can take care of these. Oh, no, they can't because they got armored. I was thinking with the Quick Strike and then Darb doing the final shot would be enough, but the armored prevents Darb from even doing damage. So Darb can't step in and finish those guys, which is super annoying. He needs an attack upgrade, which I really should have took before. So in that case, Darb's going to run this way. Maybe go explore if he can. And this Joust will just run up here and hang out there. So Quick Strike, we'll hit for 1, get hit back for 2. Darb's good. They'll go 1, 2. 1, 2. And I didn't think that one through. That's fine. Spires will fire. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so they'll both just fire on this guy. We'll fire this Minaret Spire. Hits for 2. Armor blocks 1. And the other Spire hits for 2. Finishes him off. And I don't get any source. But that is fine. That is fine. Spires are doing work. All right. Oh, this one will attack here and just destroy this guy. Unfortunately. Okay, my turn. Darb's still here. They still have opposing units. I'm not in campfire mode yet. But it ends once this guy's dead. So let's get to work and uncover 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to stop right here safely. out of range of this Spire that rolls 2 attack dice. And yeah, let's explore here. We know it won't be the engaged guy. Oh, it's a relentless guy. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. He's got only 2 health, but Darb only hits for 1 and could get retaliated on and destroyed real nice. But he does have dodge. He does have dodge. Let's put the dodge to use. So this Grail Wasp gets 2. Darb's going to attack for 1. And this thing is going to start rolling dice. I kick the Hornet's Nest. And it gets a 2 right off the bat. So that doesn't kill him and dodge doesn't come into play. Damn. So bad. So bad. My luck with these landmarks is not working out with this playthrough. All right. Okay, these guys go. 1, 2. Spires will fire. Hits for 1 gets through. Spire will fire. And 1 gets through. Unfortunately, the Aegis will hit back and knock off one of the attack chips. That sucks. Where did that go? I got him, I think. Okay, my turn. Darb will just destroy this guy, and he will take an attack upgrade. Yeah, he'll take an attack upgrade. And I don't get any source from the Wasp, but they're gone. Man, clearing 5 landmarks doesn't seem that bad if I had to have done it. I'm already 4 in. I didn't do all the work, but they are cleared. I just need to clear 1 more, and I would have been good. I didn't need that one from the last scenario. It's interesting. Okay. These guys go 1, 2. And this tower will roll a 1 die. Come on, show me a 2. No, it's a 1. Gets blocked. This guy will just attack here. Oh, this is so bad. So, oh, 1, 2. Yeah, not enough range on this one. My turn. Darb. Can't. Oh, yes, he can. 1, 2. Get him, Darb. And he'll just smoke this guy. He just is gone. Maybe I should have left the Relentless Wasp. No, I needed them for the upgrade. That's why I had to do that. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, that ends wave 1. Holy crap, that was intense. That was intense. Sorry, guys. That was probably a struggle. Okay, so we can clear these little pegs. At 20 full source. Let's check our book. Wave 2. We're going to roll the event die. And it's a 6. And that 6, if defeated, add Cram the Mighty with 3 health to the bottom of the deployment stack this wave. I just have to keep my base alive and we can win. For like, how many waves? This is 5 waves, isn't it? Yeah. Oh man, this is rough. Okay. So Cram, he is going as, what does it say? Is he promoted? Yep, promoted. 3 health. At least he doesn't have his upgrades anymore. But he could get them back. 3 health. He's going to do the whole survival crap too. So if I can't get up there and defeat it, I can't. He's just going to fully heal. And then he'll come down after me. Yeah, that's annoying. At least he isn't flying. Damn Cram. What else could have happened? The Battleborn or the Aegis again. Yeah, those are bad too. So, yeah, sure. Whatever. Cram's fine. Okay, no source. Thanks. Market phase. I think I'll purchase this Battle Hardened guy. Yeah, let's spend 3 source on him. And let's get the next one. The next one is the Anarchist, who has Anarchy. That's what Anarchists do, I guess. And the Anarchy is, before this unit's movement each turn, roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, it abandons you. Yeah, that's no fun. Oh, it's because he's only 1 source, but hits for 5. Ooh. Do I want to play those odds, though? I don't think so. We'll talk about that later. All right, we got a Convict. 2 health. Welcome to the party. Okay. And then build. What the heck are we doing? So we didn't even get any damage in on this spire yet. It's air defense. I think a Royal Talon has to come out. And remember, our CP is equal to our source, which is 17 right now. If I build anything here in the build phase, I have less CP. But I don't have those ages coming down. I have 2 separated dispatches, but they're promoted now, which means, oh, the range 2 with splash hitting for 2. That's kind of gross. I don't know. What's Ryan saying? Ryan says, I bought that jerk like 3 times, and every one I rolled a 5 or 6 first turn. Yeah, I don't think he's worth it. He is one source, though. I mean, if you got the source lying around, why not? Like, throw one at him. It's all good. Especially if nothing else there appeals to you at all. You could get lucky, but I mean, he starts so far back. He only moves 2 spaces a turn. So it's like you don't want to put him in the front, slowing your units down, but then, like, what else is he going to do? He's great early game if you get him, I think. Because if I had him in this situation, he came out and maybe was able to start attacking a spire, but he's only 3 health. He could have got ripped apart there really fast. So, yeah, it's tough. I don't think he's that great. He's very tempting, though. That 5 on the attack, oh boy. So dispatches are hitting for 2 at range 2. Air, they can hit the air flying guys. Oh, and an architect. And the architect is also promoted. That's great. So he's a 4 health, hits for 2, and moves for 3. But he's behind these guys, so he's a little slowed down. And the builder thing for solo. Triggers the first time this unit is adjacent to a source well. Before or after moving, it will construct a dispatch platform on that source well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So it doesn't matter that he's promoted, he's just got nicer stats. So promoted dispatch, and promoted architects. So it's still kind of gross. Going on a promoted cram at 3 health, which we defeated once in wave 1. I feel very accomplished that we did that in wave 1. I'm a little blown away, but we had to use like 7 Akarian or 6 Akarian Renown or 5 or something to get those abilities to help get those spires rolling the extra dice. Plus our 2 limited build options, blowing source, very heavy, and now 1 spire's like already down to like nothing. So got to build that back up. But building it here in the build phase would not be smart. Because wasting source means less CP, but I could do it. I wish I did on that Sanctuary die last round. Because it would have less to feed to cram, less enemies to feed to cram. And I think that's the way I got to go. I want to get rid of this spire here, would be nice. That's my goal right now. But I also got to keep my base alive from this pile of junk. This guy can help me with that spire, but he's got to be back of the pile, I think. But this thing has so much range. It's 3 range total. Royal Talon. If I build him again and not mess that up, he would be 5. Just trying to think CP to then backwards think for source. I feel like Hummingers. What can we upgrade here? So actually we can look at it on here. So just got to think about what to build. So I can build spires. Spires are great. They can help. But these guys have range. If I cover up some of the source wells, I don't have to worry about them building dispatch platforms so close to my base. If I cover up these 2. That could help against Cram. Cram no longer is air defense, so I can build anything. If I build a Regal Lookout, which is only 4, I get some Elf and Kazi action. I go first this wave. I go first. So since I go first, I could fire off my Elfin to hit off this upgrade chip. I feel like I want to build one of those there or here. Damn. I feel like it's spires is what I need to do. Not so much units. But there's that fine balance. If I build a Regal Lookout now, I can put an Elephant on it. I don't want to build it later with a limited build option. So I feel like building one of these would look good right here, I think. Range 1, 2. It has the same range to match these dispatch guys. But they will shred it real fast. But the idea is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I throw it there. I bomb them for 2. Bomb this thing. Get rid of the fortification upgrade. I hit one of those for 2. It's 4 source. 4 source. Which brings me down to 13. 5. 2 jousts again. Jousts are nice. They hit nice and good. They have that 3 health, so they can survive a shot from the dispatch, but with the splash, that could be trouble. Yeah, they're pretty meaty. But the reserves. Once per wave, when your last minion is eliminated, you may immediately spend 2 source to put a joust into play. Place a joust on the closest path hex to your mark that is adjacent to an air spire. So that's like a 5 source total to get a joust in later. I mean, that's interesting, but master training could be very interesting. It's risky though, but faction minions may be promoted when they defeat a unit or spire. That could have been helpful last wave, but then I wouldn't have as many units. Harrier training, again, if I go Harriers, I give them all a health upgrade for 3. I could get that command die going right now, which I spend 3 on it now. I get the command die, hopefully roll a 1 or 2, and helps like give me back some of the CP I just spent, but it would help me on future waves for sure. That would bring me down to 10, which I couldn't build 2 jousts. Oh yeah, I have heroes to think about too. Instead of spending on the promotion stuff, I could go Keem, where he can become Rally. He's got Quick Strike. He's not the beefiest guy though, but he's only 3 CP. Yeah, screw the upgrades, I think. Yep, we're going to stop. We'll leave 13. We'll leave 13 as our source. So we're done the build phase. That's all we're going to build is that Regal Lookout. We'll go to the CP. We have 13, I said. So Keem, Royal Talon. Keem's for 4. Quick Strike Flying. Do I want to rush him out there? Do I want to rush him out there? We got the Convict too. We previously purchased, so he's something. Hide him in the back, I think. So it's 5. Throw Keem on the bottom. So we're 5 spend plus 3 for Keem. It's 8. Another 6. Can't afford that. Do 1 joust. It's 11. That leaves 3 spare. 3 Harriers. Yeah, let's just run the Harriers up there, I think. Okay, we'll throw a Joust back there. And then 3 Harriers for the final. Oh, is it 3 I can or 2? Keem is 3. Royal Town's 5. That's 8. 11. 12, 13. 2 Harriers. 2 Harriers. Just don't get eaten by Cram and give him attack upgrades, guys. Come on. Don't fall for that crap again. Alright. Like these big juicy stacks. Hopefully I can just build some stuff and then kind of sit comfortable. Get some source. Not waste as much. Like I need a limited build option and go crazy on one spire. And then do another one, go crazy on the other spire. But the upgrades can only go so far. Maybe I just go nuts on this one. Alright, we'll get an elf in. We're going to throw him on the glide bomb side. 1 health. He'll be hanging out on this one here. Got to remember to fire it off when they're here, I think. Okay, this Joust can go back. Darb's still out there, hanging in there. All right, ready to go. Just double check the wave 2. Oh, they also have Stronghold level 2 that they build on the Brawn inside, which means Gate Dispatchers. Your fortress now deals 3 damage when retaliating against non-adjacent units. Yeah, that's great. That's just what they need. Destroying their base is like near impossible. Near impossible. My little guys will get like 2 hits on it and then they just get blown away. Oh, non-adjacent units. Non-adjacent units. So if I'm adjacent, but eventually they unlock in the next wave. They unlock level 3, which your fortress now deals 3 damage when retaliating against adjacent units. So I have this wave here, right here, where I could sneak in there. If I can get one guy past their line, he can start punching a little bit and only get hit retaliated for 1. But try getting back this past his 3 range, dispatch platform, and this lance launcher is the key. Not to mention these guys shooting for range 2 with 2 and architects. Cram. Cram's going to be a freaking trouble. But he does not have flying anymore. So this spire here can hit him if I upgrade it, which is great because it can take 5 upgrades. So we're going to load it up. All right. Wave 1. Heirs go first. Limited build. Right off the bat. We're going crazy on this spire here. We're going to give it for 3 source. Let's see here. We can do 3 upgrades total. So it's 3. 4 is 7. 5 is 12. Yep, I'm okay to go to 1 source. Maybe. 2, 4, 6. Plus another 5, maybe. Plus another 3. It's like 14. Maybe I don't go that low. There are still landmarks I can uncover, which could get me extra source. Okay, let's not go all out then, I guess. Do I though? Yeah, screw it. We're going down to 1, I think, if I did the math right. So I had 13. So let's throw this one on for 3. It's down to 10. Let's throw this one on for 4, down to 6. And this one on for 5, down to 1. So it now has 3 total range and 3 attack dice. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Cram, it's got your name all over it. All right. And hopefully we can get our source back up into like the mid-teens. If everything goes well for CP purposes later, if the spire can stick, you know, stay at least pretty decent, then we're fine. We don't need to invest next wave. But again, upgrading spires is what I'm not worried about because it can be done as a limited build option. So it gets around that whole source and CP problem. It's the fortress upgrades. Like you want to spend fortress upgrades, but this scenario makes you would go down and source, so you would have less CP. Which I probably should have done that command die. I should have done that command die, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll see how it plays out. All right. Let's go. So I will not, this is my leading minion, but he's going to just chill. Actually, I can move Darb first. I want him out of the way. I don't need him getting pushed around because he's flying. 1, 2. Can't go past this thing. That's so annoying. Oh, but he's dodge. Yes, yes, he can. Dodge, dodge, dodge. All right, so he's going to go that way. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, whatever. 1, 2. Flying dude that can go over whatever terrain he wants. One, two. Convicts and Keem. 1, 2, 3. Keem will come down here with Darb, I think. And they'll go landmark hunting, I think. Or come in and try to clean up the trash once we get rid of some air defense. Oh, this thing can't hit flying. It can't hit flying. I almost forgot that. Yeah, I was afraid to move this guy over there last wave, but he so could have. Well, at least I remember now, so it doesn't hurt me too long. But these are little things I forget, and they totally mess with my strategy. But I remembered. All right. Fun of Cloudspire. Trying to remember all the damn abilities and rules is like half the game. It's the game within a game. All the skills, talents, everything. Ugh. Okay. All right. Quick strike. Nothing. Attacking. Nothing. Spires firing. Nothing. Exploring. Nothing. Boring turn. All right. These guys come out. 1, 2. 1, 2. I mean, either of these, it's the same. I'll just leave them there. It's the same. It's the same. So Cram, have a nap, buddy. You can stay in the base for a bit. All right. My leading minion is here. He's still good. Royal Talon. 1, 2. Yep, he can get fired on for freaking. Oh man, that's rough. Or hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, it would shoot on this guy now. Oh no, but it chooses flying first. Oh, that's so stupid. I should have went the other way with this guy. I thought he wouldn't get up there so quick, but I moved him different. I moved him wrong, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. Darb. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Quick strike, nothing. Spires will fire. 1, 2, 3. Right. Yep. Frig, when the hell? Let's see. Glide bomb. Gotta figure out. Before or after this unit's movement, it may defeat itself in order to deal. Will he be alive still? Or 1, 2. Yeah, he will. Okay, I think we're okay there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll use Elf and Kazi next round. All right. So Spire will fire here. Please just roll a couple blanks. Maybe a 1. 1's fine. It's a 2. So Royal Talon down to 5. Royal Talon. This scenario is like built to crush the Royal Talon, especially early on. And usually I keep him hidden, I think, until later after I've done some damage to these, but that's fine. He can keep coming back. Okay. Okay. So that's that. They'll go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sure. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, Darb is the target. Darb is the target. Oh, but it can't attack these guys because they're flying. So, but closest opposing unit or spire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is Darb. Oh, he can't move and attack yet. But I don't think he can do survival in the fortress. So let's move him here. Let's move him here. Right? Here's my issue. So his mark, closest opposing unit or spire. That's Darb. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. This was like 7. This guy's 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because he can go over any terrain, mountains or lower. Closest opposing faction unit or spire. And survival. This unit will use its movement if able to make an attack after moving or if it's at full health. Otherwise, it will forego movement and attacking in order to trigger this talent. Well, he's got to deploy himself first. I don't think he can do that in the base sitting at the fortress gate. That's just me, but that's where he'll move. But then next, if he can't attack, he's just going to stay there and heal. But I think this is the way he goes. Yeah, he'll just stay here and heal for now. But he's going to go there. Okay. Spires. 1, 2, 3. Not yet. 1, 2. Not yet. Okay. So this guy, 2 range. 1, 2. Can't fire on anything. None of them can fire on anything, right? We're good. For now. Alright. Our turn. No limited build. Let's do Elfinkazi first. And he'll blow up, getting rid of fortification and 2 health off this guy. Okay, doing his job. Now the spire's exposed for quick strike. Got to run in. Yeah, go, 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 boys, go. It's open. Darb and Keen. What do you want to do, boys? What have we seen for Enrage so far? We saw this won't be an Enrage, but this could be an Enrage. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone's moved. Quick strike. Nobody to quick strike up here. Quick strike here. I could quick strike this guy to death. That might be good, actually. Because So that's less shots on me, but I would also like to start taking out this Lance Launcher Spire. But it's going to fire on this guy no matter what, so that doesn't make a difference. So let's take out the Dispatch. We'll go up to 3. Won't retaliate. He is dead. Spires will fire. 1, 2, 3. That can hit there and splash. Wow. You know what? I'm going to actually not do that. Let's leave this guy and let's risk that he will die from splash damage. Let's risk the splash damage death. So let's quick strike here. Take off a range. Okay. Size here. Looks like Mage Knight and Too Many Bones had a baby. Yeah, that's basically what's happening here. That's basically what's happening. Damn, I don't know where to look at. Yeah, sorry guys. If you're not in the Cloudspire, it's like, this is like, there is like a 30-minute video you can go watch that Chip Theory has on their YouTube page, how to play Cloudspire. It's like 25 minutes, 30 minutes or something like that, but it'll give you a good overview of like how to play. I linked it in the description below, but it is super fun and quality components are great. The game is on like a whole other level of complexity, like strategy-wise, your brain burns playing this thing, especially solo. It's amazing. But yeah, check it out. Go check out how to play. It's in the link in the description. Then I got a whole playlist in there of all the solo scenarios up to this, plus our co-op playthroughs and PvP. This game can be played in 3 different modes. Up to 4 players in PvP, 2-player in co-op, or solo. And has full scenario books for all that stuff. It's great. You'll wait for second wave and go all in. Yeah, they're gonna. I think a Kickstarter's coming up, right? They've been talking about a Kickstarter doing some more Cloudspire stuff soon. I have a feeling that'll go live probably in the next month or so. Hopefully, because they were going to do a Kickstarter at the end of the year last year, but they said they were going to delay it because they were going to work on fulfilling some of their previous Kickstarters first before they launched a new Kickstarter, like a responsible company should do. But yeah, so there'll be another chance to get Cloudspire at a good deal, get a whole bunch of stuff, and the new expansion stuff, I'm sure. But yeah, I can't even think of what else they could do for this game, like how crazy the next stuff would be. Like, is it a whole new standalone thing? Is it more factions, more cards, like more chips, more tiles? Like, they could do different types of terrain that work different ways. Already invested in Splice and Dice, yes. Yeah, I hope to get that on the channel. I got to reach out to them and see what's going on with that. But that would be fun. I'd love to get that on the channel. All right. So, Quick Strike happened here. Spires will fire. So we get 2 attack dice rolling here, which my Royal Talon is going to take a beating here. So this has to fire on him. Hits for 3 and kills him. That's unfortunate. That's what happens. Yeah, I'm not using that Royal Talon properly. I shouldn't even be building them yet till these air defense things are gone. Thought I would get lucky though. All right, this Spire, 1, 2, 3, can hit this Harrier. And it's going to roll 2 attack dice and do a splash. And splash, I think, is just 1 damage, right? Extra going to hit every unit around it. When attacking this unit or Spire may deal 1 additional damage to all units adjacent to this target. Okay, so let's do this one, firing here. And it hits for 3, blows this guy up, and because it can hit here, it will, but it also kills this guy. And I don't get the source for it. So if I did take it before, did I? Yes, I did, because I would have been at 1, I think. I've only defeated this guy. That's the only downside. They do the killing and not me, but at least I have 1 more upgrade off this thing. Okay. Yeah, so that was Spires firing. Attack time. I wish my Talon was still there to do some attacking, but he won't. Oh, actually exploring first. Oh, Source Geyser. Perfect. Darb can do some healing in the corner here. I'll flip that. And we got a recruitable Wounded Priest. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Let's recruit. I don't think he'll live that long. But maybe he can do some smash into cram. And he'll go on an adjacent valid hex. 4 health, 2 attack. And nobody, when he gets defeated now, we don't get the relic card, unfortunately. But at least he's somebody I get under my control because I uncovered him. So so his mark is going to the Fortress Gate. So he's going to run into Cram on the way. I mean, I could just put him right up there with Cram right now. And then during the attack, yeah, let's put him right here. And I will attack this Spire. Yeah, this is great. It's a great flip. Man, I feel good about that. I was worried going down here that it would be very bad for my heroes, but it turned out to be very good. It paid off after the crappy landmarks that were on this side of the map. That really hurt me. But that was mostly my decision that made that hurt me. Okay, so attack now. After we've explored, we can attack. So we're going to attack with the priest here. He's going to hit this thing, knock off an attack upgrade. So it rolls less dice. Wish I had that happen before, but that's okay. Now, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. And these guys are good. That was literally it. That sucks. Okay, they'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. This guy can attack, so he's going to actually do that. He won't do his survival thing. Oh, Spire's firing first, actually. Can I reach? Yes, I can now. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So we're going to roll 3 juicy attack dice on this dispatch and try to blow him into next Wednesday. And boom, 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 we do it. See ya, buddy. See ya. No thanks. And we get 2 source for that, going up to 3. We need to get more source. Need to get more source. Okay. That was that. Yeah, this one couldn't reach anyway, so that's fine. No other spires to fire. So this guy's not next to Sourcewell yet. He can't attack anybody, he's good. This guy will fight here for 2 and gets a full retaliation of 2 because armor does not protect against retaliation, only reduces an attack damage by 1, not retaliation. Can I just get a base game? Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm just playing with the base here. I only have the expansion faction, the Grige. I don't have the Portal Seekers of faction or expansion. So this is all base game stuff you're seeing here. And the base game comes with like a scenario book for solo, which has 16 solo scenarios in it. It comes with a co-op book of like 12 or something scenarios. And it has the PvP where you can play 2 to 4 players all battling it out like League of Legends style. This is a MOBA inspired game with heroes and minions and towers and all that stuff. It's like playing League of Legends or Dota or that kind of thing. And yeah, you can just get the base game. It's a heavy, heavy, heavy box because it's full of all these weighted like poker chip style things and plastic reference sheets. This is like PVC plastic, not paper. The only paper in the box is the rule book. All the cards, even these cards, are all plastic. There's a lot more cards in this, but this is all that you play with in solo and co-op. But yeah, it's awesome. Tons of stuff. But there is an expansion that adds more market chips to buy, more like snow-covered tiles you can add to the game. There's an expansion to add a whole other faction, a 5th faction called the Grige. But you can see it all at chiptheorygames.com/store. And you click on Cloudspire, you see like all the stuff. There's like premium chips you can buy and different chip holders and stuff like this you can buy to hold the chips and that kind of thing. Yeah, man, you can go crazy with this game already in it. And it's like just the first wave of it. They're going to probably do another Kickstarter. I'm assuming that's going to add more to the game, which is crazy. But tons in the box. Like I've played so many hours this game. I still haven't even played one of the factions. And I've only played like 4 solos. Played PvP a couple times. But man, I've spent so many hours with this game. Experienced like 30% of the content. It's crazy. Crazy. Plus it has a beautiful story that goes along with all the solo and co-op stuff, so you can play through it in a certain order, and it's got like a story to it, and you're like playing along with the story. They made it just like in Warcraft 2 or 3, like when you play through the story campaign and you're trying out the different factions, it's teaching you stuff as you go, and it has a little story with it. That's what the solo and co-op is like. There's like a whole story with it if you want to follow along. It's kind of cool, and it like kind of teaches you the factions as you go a little bit. The rest you have to figure out yourself. But very neat, very cool game. All right. One of the better games that came out last year. That is my opinion. All right. I don't remember. So he attacked here, retaliated, crams down to 1, which is awesome. They're done. My turn, still no limited build. I think I'm good. The source geyser here is like a little healing fountain. So that is going to, once revealed, all adjacent units may recover 2 health at the start of each new round. Discard this landmark at the end of the current wave. So this guy will recover to his full health. And Darb's now full health. Boom. Okay. So let's do some moving. So this guy technically is my leading minion, but he's stuck. This guy will move here. 1, 2, 1, 2. The heroes. 1, 2. This has 1, 2 range. I don't really want Keem to get fired on by this yet. Oh, but it's about to lose a range chip from Quick Strike. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's Quick Strike tag team it. Okay. So now Quick Strike will go 1 and 2 from these 2 guys taking this off. And we nerf that tower down to 1 attack die, which feels great. Now Spires will fire. Unfortunately, this one can hit 1, 2, 3, or here. It could defeat either or, so I get to choose. Or does it choose? Hold on. Hero it can defeat? No, it can't hit them here because it's not air defense, and they're both flying heroes. So it'll go after a minion it can defeat. So this minion can defeat, or this minion it can defeat. But we'll choose the faction minion. So dispatch platform, firing here. Oh, only 1 die now. And it's a blank. It's a blank. No splash, because it won't hit anybody, but it misses, which is great. That's great. Wow. Okay. Explore. Yep, I'll explore here. It's a gate port. I'll keep it flipped. That's fine. I don't have 6 source to spend on it. I probably wouldn't do that right now anyway, but maybe later. At least there's no gate port down here that can teleport units to and from. I mean, that would be interesting. Oh, here's the other gate port. So Darb technically can get over on the other side of the map from there. That's kind of neat. Okay. Nothing to fight under there. I thought there might be a way to get source. That kind of sucks, actually, that those aren't things that I can defeat for source, because I need source, or otherwise I'm going to have like no CP next wave. And what's coming next wave? Next wave is the source sieges. Source siege with an architect and a 2 dispatch is promoted. That's kind of sucky. And it's nice that that stays covered, so the builder will not build on that, which is great. And it's kind of nice that this hasn't been destroyed yet, so he won't build there yet either. Sai saying, I'm invested in Kingdom Rush. I think I should have chosen this game, though. I wanted to diversify my game companies. Dumb. Well, if you want more awesome Chip Theory games, you better support Chip Theory, because if they stop making games, you supported the wrong company, because we can't have them go away. We need more Too Many Bones stuff. We need more Cloudspire. We need more other awesome games to come out of their brains that use awesome, highly overproduced components. I don't want to play on paper anymore, guys. I like playing on mouse pads. So keep supporting Chip Theory for that reason, because they're doing something different. They're not just pumping out the same cardboard crap and miniatures, plastic miniatures and cardboard crap with like not much gameplay. Tired of that Kickstarter stuff. The majority of the Kickstarter stuff. Yeah. So I'm brain farting. Where was I? So Spire's fired. It missed. I haven't attacked yet, right? This guy did a quick strike, so he doesn't attack anymore. They explored. So regular attacks, none happening here. This guy So Darb can finish off Cram, and I think you want him to do that, even though he can't get the upgrade. It just feels sweet. So Darb kills Cram because he can attack for 2, gets through the armored, and Cram is gone again. Oh, and I get 5 source. I forgot that before, but I think I had enough source anyway that I couldn't take it when that happened. But that gives me 5 source. That is huge. That is huge. So Cram is dead again, but maybe we'll come back as another zombie. This guy will hit for 2 and take off this fortification, which is great. And that is everything for me. Now, this guy, they still have a unit, so he's just here. He doesn't move. Spire, 1, 2, 3, can't reach. Can't reach. So this guy will just attack for 2, kill this Harrier. That Harrier lived a lot longer than I thought he would. Okay, my turn. 1, 2. 1, 2. If we can smash their base right now, that would be amazing. So let's go for it. Oh, I forgot this guy. Let's move. Hold on. Let's move. This guy's technically a leading minion, so I have to move him first, but I can move my heroes first, which I should probably do. 1, 2. I mean, I think you can get by anyway. Let's go. Where do I take out this thing? This thing has still good range on it. Let's go 1. 1, 2. Maybe Darb just moves in. And we finish off this Spire to get the 4 source. Yeah, let's not get greedy. Let's just get more source for CP next wave. And I don't know what Kingdom Rush is, by the way, Sai. There's too many games that hit Kickstarter. Every like 20 minutes, a new big Kickstarter comes out, especially in the last like 2 days. There have been tons of crazy Kickstarters. And the other one, that whole Monolith, I saw that Monolith system one that I knew was going to be a bomb and nobody would want, is they closed that down. That Kickstarter failed. They didn't want to continue it. They just canceled it, which is good because you can't keep pumping out the same damn Kickstarter over and over again, asking people to give you millions of dollars. But that's just me. They need to come up with a new design. Drama. All right. Anyways, shots fired. All right. So now these guys will move. 1, 2. So yeah, so I move the heroes first, let's say. Oh no, I couldn't have moved. I leave Darb to the end. So this guy leading minion. So Keem move first, sure. This guy moves, this guy moves, this guy moves. Then Darb will move as the last after all the minions moved. Quick strike. This guy's quick strike will hit here. Take out this tower. And 6 source. Yum, yum, yum. Up to 14. Now I feel good. Now I feel good. Now we have some good source for the next wave. We can crush. Hopefully. All right. Oh, but if I did it with Keem, I would have got an upgrade. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, but this guy's beside. Oh, he'll build here. But him building a dispatch platform there is kind of funny because that would be more source for later. And he goes away when he does that, so that would end the wave. Maybe I don't destroy that Spire yet. Yeah, let's not. Let's not. Let's put it back. Yeah, let's put it back. What did it have left? It had 1 attack left. If I quick strike here for 2, I can hit back for 2. Yeah, because I don't want him to build there, I don't think. But it's better than having a lance launcher. It only would come out with 1 and 1. 1 attack, 1 range. This guy's quick strike will go here. Yep. Although, if he builds, he disappears, right? And it doesn't end the wave, it just puts my guys into campfire mode. And it leaves the Joust full health to smack the base. Yeah, let's revert. Let's revert. Okay, so let's try that with the original way. So Joust, full health. Builder, full health. Because then my Joust can go and smash their base a little harder, I think. So quick strike here instead. Yep. Okay. So that is 6 source up to 14. I apologize, guys. Hindsight's here. How's it going? So we destroy that. Leaves it open for this guy. This guy's quick strike hit here and hit a ranged chip. Now this Spire will fire. It will fire on here because it no longer has range over to here. So he'll go after this Wounded Priest. Only 1 attack die. Hits for 2, unfortunately, and destroys him. Wow, I didn't expect that to happen. Okay. Splash will happen, hitting both my heroes, unfortunately. Now Darb will hit for 2, taking away at range. This guy already quick striked, so he's done. This guy's done. And he's done. All right. So let's go with their go. This guy won't move, but after his movement, the build thing happens, which triggers the first time this unit is adjacent to a source well. Before or after moving, it will construct a dispatch platform on the source well. And then, if we check Builder, before or after this use of movement, you may construct a dispatch platform on an adjacent source well, ignoring influence restrictions. Promote an adjacent dispatch platform to a siege tower, which we ignore, or add an upgrade. This has no cost in addition to your 2 limited build options. This unit is on its basic side. Return it to your barracks. He is not. If it's promoted, flip it to its basic side. Okay. So he isn't gone. Dispatch platform. Whoops, I'm putting these in the wrong spot. So 1 attack, 1 range with some splash. It's a little annoying, but it's more source. Yeah, I thought he would disappear, but I forgot he was on the promoted side. Yeah, it is a lot of fun, hindsight. It's a brain burner. I love it. Okay. So that's built by this guy. He's done. Now he's just 1 attack. I don't have a Spire to fire on him. So we'll attack here for 1. He gets retaliated on for 2. My turn. Before this guy dies, let's rush the base, I think. 1, 2. Quick strike, I could kill this off to give him an extra attack, which might be a good thing to do right now. And I get 4 more source. Yeah, let's do it. So he'll stay here. Quick strike. We'll kill this. And I get 4 more source up to 18. Okay, he gets an upgrade. We'll give him an attack. Oh, I just took a health. Why did I do that? An attack on Keem. Okay, this quick strike here from this Joust will hit this Spire, taking away the range. Spire will fire. Yeah, it fires here on this Joust. Roll 1 die. Hits for 1. And Splash will hit for 1 and for 1. Okay. Their turn. Builder. Doesn't move or anything. No Spires to fire. He will attack here. Destroy this Joust. Doesn't fight back, of course. My turn. This guy will just go here. Keem will rush the base. Oh, did I forget to attack the base with Darb? I did, didn't I? Yes, I forgot to attack the base with Darb after he moved last time. So let's do that. He'll hit for 2. Base will go down to 8. He's adjacent, so he gets retaliated back for 1. He's at 1 health. That was the last round. Now on this round, he will... this round I will explore. Let's flip this one. Toxic secretion right out front of their base. That's hilarious. I will do that. And what that will do is every time a unit enters an adjacent hex to this thorax little wasp, it actually does 1 damage for each hex you pass through adjacent to it. So any of these 3 hexes adjacent to this thorax, if I were to move into one, I would lose a health. But if I just stay where I am, I'm fine. I can move out of it too, and I'm fine. But putting that out front of their base is hilarious because next round when they deploy, they will all just step through it and take a hit and maybe take a little while to beat that guy because he is 5 health, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty good. That's the best toxic secretion to be there right now, I think. Okay. So I will not fight it. Oh, but it's going to hurt my guy if he even gets that far. I don't think I'm worried about that, though. That's fine. That's fine. That's worth it. All right. So Darb will hit for 2 on the base, taking it down to 6. He gets retaliated for 1, but he has the whole dodge thing. So we're going to check that dodge ability. Dodge. When damage from an attack or retaliation would defeat this unit, ignore the damage entirely and do not retaliate. Flip this unit to his basic side, removing all upgrades and keeping current health. So he loses that extra attack, he flips. Okay, that's fine. If he dies fighting the base, he did his job. So he is good still. Keem will also hit for 2, going down to 4 on the base. He'll get retaliated for 1. And I'm doing this now before next wave when it gets the upgrade on their base. That will actually hit back for 3 to adjacent units. Right now it hits back for 3 to non-adjacent units. And that is Stronghold. It should have these 2 pegs here for Stronghold level 1 and 2 right now. Upgrades, but it'll eventually get peg for 3. Not that I ever noticed those all the way over there when I'm not playing the faction, but I'll still put them in because that's how it's supposed to work. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot this Forsaken die. Who would have been within 3 range first? Oh, man. Black Widow is revealed on FFG stream. Yeah, we knew that was coming, though, from the eBay leaks, right? Whoever posted that, we already knew that was next. But that's good, because Black Widow is awesome. So, damn, I forgot to roll this. So how do we want to resolve this? Who was closest? I think Darb. Darb came here first? Or did Keem come here first? There was a point where they all were here. Oh, it was that little guy. I think he was first to go 3 away. Cram was here. Damn. Ryan's got to run. Be right back. Yeah, I'll just watch it later. So 2, it should have rolled. I'm so bad at this. Let's see. 2. So I forgot about the artillery die. First roll is its range of 2. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because then it would have been that guy, I think. And it hits for 3. So it would have killed him. So he wouldn't have done the damage on that Spire. So that Spire should still be alive. And this guy shouldn't have got an attack upgrade. Yeah, that changes so much. He knocked a thing off of this when he stepped here. And he also was a target, but he would have died. So he wouldn't have been hit by the splash, wouldn't have hit there. It wouldn't hit anybody. So actually my guys would have lost 1 less health from the splash. Keem would have stayed here and dealt with it. So he would have stayed for 1 more round. So he would be up here, but there'd be 1 less hit on the base. Let's say that. So he still has his upgrade. This guy wouldn't have flipped already because he wouldn't have got that splash damage. But he would have lost 1 more health. And I still would flip this when I got up here. Yeah. Okay. I think we fixed it, but I did forget the artillery die, and it would have killed a guy, so they get it back, and they get to fire it again next wave if they want, if there is another wave. So base is back to 6 health. So that's 1 hit from here, 2 hits from here. Is that right? Or no hits from here? Either way, this guy will go. I think, unless I mess that up. This guy would have attacked twice. This guy had to come up later. All right. So this guy will go. He doesn't move. He'll attack here, kill this guy. And the convict's gone, so he didn't really do anything for me. Battle hardened. That's only for spires, right? Battle hardens only for spires. Yeah, when attacked by a spire, reduce the damage by 2. Oh, but I don't think he's gone yet. Oh, I'm all messed up now. This guy being here hasn't gone. A spire should fire on him still. Hits for 1, but he blocks it. This guy gets to attack. He will attack this spire. Yeah, he should still be alive to do an attack. I didn't do an attack with him for sure. So that will just bring me up to my 20 source. I may mess this all up. So enjoying the game? How's it going? Just played 3-player. Marvel Champions was awesome. And same game time as 2-player recommended. Oh, very nice. Game's going good. I'm enjoying it. I forgot one little thing happening in the rules that I should have done earlier. But I think I've corrected it. Mostly it's a little messy, but I think we're okay. So that guy attacked. Now this guy will go. He will finish this guy off. And yeah. He's already done his builders, so we won't do it again. Battle Hardened guy's gone. Now it's my turn. They still have a unit, so these guys don't go in campfire yet. So now Darb will hit the base for 2. Goes down to 4. He gets retaliated on for 1, but then he will flip, lose his upgrade, and then go to the dodge side. Or use the dodge to go to his non-promoted side. Keem will hit the base for 2, taking it down to 2. And he'll get retaliated on for 1. And then this guy will go 1, 2. Spire is definitely in range to fire. Regretting building this now. And of course, blows this guy up. And I don't get the source because I'm already full. But we got the Architect off the board. So that will stop the wave because only the heroes are left. They will freeze where they are, and we're good there. And let's go on to wave number 2, which are already on the screen. Wave number 3, sorry, wave number 3. So let's get our limited build pegs out of there. Let's roll the die to see what happens here. It's a 2. And what does a 2 do for us? The 2 does stage 3 ungrouped Battleborn, non-promoted. So stage the Battleborn are 3 health, 1 attack, 2 movement. They're little weenies, but they're still annoying with 3 health. And they're going to start here. And they actually get to deploy from right here beside my base. And this is why I wanted these spires here, because I was afraid this might happen. So I got them right up in my face, but I still have units to come too that will block them and hopefully shred through them. I'm at 20 source, so I can go pretty crazy. Oh, let's see what's happening here. What's the wow moment in this game? Looks messy. It might just look messy because you don't know what the rules are and because I'm playing by myself with a little help and I mess things up. There's a lot to keep track of. But normally in a PvP game or co-op game, it's more fun, I find, having someone else helping you, making sure everything's flowing. But there is a lot going on, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And Ryan's back. I'm so far underwhelmed with... Oh, don't tell me that. With Black Widow, no spoilers. Maybe just because I'm not a fan of the character. Oh, okay. And 80% is bookkeeping. Uh-oh. Ryan's saying, don't play it if it doesn't look good. She looks awesome. Spy in most of her character. Okay, agree to disagree. I'll buy her for cards and likely never play her myself. Oh, awesome. I'll look into that later. I'll watch that tonight. I'll watch the FFG stream. We can chat about it on tomorrow's stream. We're playing Too Many Bones tomorrow, so come and join that, Matouge. I know you'll like that game. I'm sorry this one. But if you like Too Many Bones, this is like on the same level of like complexity and everything's with chips and you're just battling on mats. I don't know. But it is a different game though, for sure. But there are some similarities for sure. Okay. So we got those Battleborn deployed. Wave 3, 0 source, market phase. So we could buy Back to the Future to have Keem go twice in a row. Who's going first? Wave 3 is the Braunen. And out of their gate, they have a Source Siege and Architect group together and 2 dispatches. But I'm kind of like blocking them in. I could buy this and it's Back to the Future, so I could have Keem go a couple times and get the kill on the base. The base just has 2 health. I just need to move out of the way. Yeah, I'm going to do it. For 17, I'll buy Time Vials. And the next one we unlock is a Slingshot with air defense. Not very helpful. Let's give this to Keem, so he can go twice. So maybe I can get him out of the way far enough, and then he can come back in after those guys have walked by and kill the base. Oh, but I'll get shot on by the artillery die, actually. Yeah, so I really got to get out of there. I might die just from that. That might be a dumb spend. Yeah, that's a dumb spend. Rewind. Yep, let's not do that. Because I forgot about the artillery die where Keem will get smoked. And he's only at 2 health. And that die, the lowest roll is 2. Yeah, so he would get destroyed. Although, I could just have that die go on Darb. Yeah, that's funnier, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry. Yeah, let's do the source spend. I did it. Let's do it. We'll do it on Keem. So he can go twice. Okay, done there. Next is build phase. So let's just get out our... we'll go in the prep phase. We'll just get these guys out. So it's a promoted Source Siege. 5 health, and grouped under it is an Architect who's promoted. And Jeffrey Blair, thank you for subscribing. Much appreciated. The Builder is promoted. Our Architect's promoted? Yes. And the Source Siege promoted thanks to our die roll during setup at the beginning of the game, which is super annoying. And that will go on top of 2 dispatches who are promoted also. We saw them last round. They have Splash and 2 range, also attacking for 2. 3 health, Rob, 3 health. But at least we don't have Cram to fight with this turn. So we just got to move away, hit the base, and we're good. But we got the Source Siege that has 4 range, 2 attack coming. That's trouble. And it's on top, right? So it comes out right here and shoots Keem. I didn't think that through. I shouldn't have left Keem up beside the base like that. I should have put him here. I should have moved him on that last turn before he attacked. Yeah, I would have done that. Come on. Get out of the way. I even thought about it when I had him up there after him revealing this guy. So yeah, he should be there. He will still probably die, but at least these guys get to run through this toxic secretion, which I definitely would have done after I saw toxic secretion moved out. That was the plan. Yeah, that's where he should be. That makes more sense. Okay, so they're set up there. Next is we have to construct a lance launcher spire, which is another air defense spire coming back. I didn't even notice these were a thing. So 2 attack, 2 range. And where is it going? Oh, in their fortress. Oh, man. Yeah, that's rough. Elfinkazi is going to be out. What else? What else? And they got Stronghold level 3, which means the base will retaliate for 3 against non-adjacent units. Can we destroy the base this turn? I don't know. So what are we building? We have 17 more source. Royal Talon, are you going to fail me again? Are you going to do it? Are you going to fail? If I go around this way, maybe not. So I'm doing the CP first to kind of think about how much source I need left. So we'll see. But I need to bring the Royal Talon around this way, I think. But he's got this siege tower to get through. He's got the base that can retaliate for 3, but I just need to hit the base for 2. I'll have the artillery die fire on Darb. Keem will probably get shot at. Yeah, Keem is dead. There's no way to keep Keem alive. I don't know why I would have put an upgrade on him. That was stupid. Yeah, I shouldn't have bought the upgrade for Keem. That was dumb. Inefficient place. Inefficient place. Okay, so the next thing is, do we want to buy any fortress upgrades? Faction units promoted when they destroy a minion or spire. That might be interesting. That's another 4. That brings us down to 13 we can only spend. But man, the units here and the units here, I don't know. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to build spires. We have influence. This is the center aisle we're on here. And we have a spire. So that means we could build a spire here and or here, which we can do the Elfinkazi into the gate for the finale, if I'm thinking correctly, which is, yeah, let's do that as a plan. So we just need 1. Oh, but they go first and they'll just shoot those Elfinkazi off the top. Man, they thought of that thing. Oh, man, yeah. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 range definitely will snipe. Goes after flying first, but I could make it 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I can make it snipe this one instead with its 4 range. But then the next unit is a dispatch. 1, 2. 1, 2. Doesn't have range to here. Nice. And the next one, we'll just stop here. 1, 2. Doesn't have range. Yes. So we could build 1. Let's build 1 to be safe. We could build 2 to keep them occupied, but I don't think that's a smart play. So let's just build 1 for 4 source, down to 13. And we'll do a range. And we got to do it now so we can put an Elfinkazi on the top. Glide Bomb, of course. $13 source. We just got to keep our base. We got to either kill their base first and keep them from destroying our base. So we're going to do some cheap Harriers, I think. So 5 CP, we can spend up to 13. So if I do, whoops, they only get 2 health. So 1 each. Let's throw a Joust in there maybe. So that's 10. 3 more. Second Joust. Yep, let's do a second Joust. This is our hopeful defense. Hopefully we can shred through some of these guys, get us some source. We can do some limited build options. Maybe get some spires, more spires down here. Beef up our spires, keep our base alive. And then we don't lose. STF Mo is here. Hey, too many bones or Cloudspire, do you prefer? That's a question I've been asked many times. I prefer too many bones, I think. I prefer too many bones. Yes. I like the campaign stuff. I mean, this is a campaign I'm playing right here, but this is forced solo. I like the way you can play campaigns with multiplayer in that. I don't feel like the co-op's too much of a campaign in this because you keep switching factions. There are only like 2 scenarios back to back, so you don't really carry anything forward. But too many bones, gear locks, fantasy style, feels a little Lord of the Rings-ish. I like that better. This is so different though. Like, I want both, but if I only had to choose one, I would pick Too Many Bones. Just because I can play it with people, it's easier to teach to people. Yeah, I just think it has more mass appeal, so I could have more players would be willing to play it, and you just have to teach them a single gear lock. But in this, you could teach them a single faction, but just the overall rules and time commitment here, I think is more than Too Many Bones, but I could be wrong. It was easier to teach Too Many Bones to everyone I've taught it to compared to teaching this. So just on that alone, I would rather have Too Many Bones because then I can play with more players, I think. But that's just the people I know. Maybe you have a whole bunch of hardcore gamers that would love this more. I don't know. But yeah. But they're both are awesome. Both are awesome for different reasons too. All right, well, let's keep going. So I'm good. I think, oh, I could have done a hero though. Oh no, I can't because I have 2 heroes deployed. Yes, so having one of them die wouldn't be too bad. So maybe next wave. But I don't think there'll be a next wave. Hopefully we did this right. So there is 5 with Royal Talon, 3, it's 8, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so I'm only allowed to use as much CP as my source. That still applies, yes, every wave if that's the rule. Okay, let's crush these fools. And Bronnin goes first. I guess we'll deploy here. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, when does this artillery die go off? They will use the artillery die at the start of their turn if any opposing faction unit is within 2 hexes. Oh, so that guy would have been able to hit this thing. Oh, that's messy, yeah. They would have shot at the start of the turn. That's okay, whatever. Yeah, that's all a little messy, but that's all good. Okay, start of their turn. Start of their turn. Okay, so that would be right now. So let's roll it on Darb. 3 range, 4. Is that the rules on it though? Let's see. Let's read the rules. Once the Bronnin build this advancement, they'll use the artillery die at the start of their turn if any opposing faction unit is within 3 hexes of the Bronnin Fortress Gate. The first roll to be its range, the second roll to be the damage dealt. The artillery die will damage the unit within range with the most health. Ooh, Keem, no! Yeah, I can choose. If the damage defeats the unit, the die is reset. Okay. So, I don't remember what it rolled, but it's enough to kill Keem. Yep. Because he has the most health. So, Keem, you're toast, bro. Keem's dead. See, I knew I shouldn't have bought. This is a big waste. That was a super dumb mistake, but hey, whatever. I mean, it cycled me through the market a bit, I guess. See a bunch of junk I don't need. Okay. Darb's still alive. Okay, let's continue on with these guys. Oh, so toxic secretion. So this guy would have lost 2 health passing through. This guy, 1, 2, and this guy 1, loses another health. Gone. Thanks to our thorax right here. Okay, they've moved. Now we're going to have Spire's Fire. This one, 1, 2, 3. Not enough range on this one. I should have probably put some range on it. But it's not what it's there for. Okay, here though. What am I more worried about? 1, 2, 3. Not enough. Not enough. So we'll just fire on the first one of these then. I think. 1, 2. This one doesn't have any range. Yeah, so we'll just fire with 3 attack dice on this first Battleborn. And we hit it for 4, so it is dead. We get 2 source, up to 15. Battleborn's gone. Attack, no. Attack here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make this guy attack this Elfinkazi, because it has range. Poof, it's gone into a bunch of feathers. Okay, this one, range 2. Can't reach this one, can't reach this one. They'll attack this guy, which doesn't have retaliation. So it's actually down to 1 health, because it got hit twice by 2 attack. I think they've all attacked. My turn. So this is my leading minion, which can just 1, 2, after its move, glide bomb the base for the 2 it needs to die. Right. Yep. Damage all adjacent units, fortress gates, and spires, removing 1 upgrade. Boom. Down to 0. We win. The only one we didn't get was the artillery die thing. But it's because I could never get my Royal Talon to get up there to actually take the beating. I maybe could have done it with a hero. Maybe if I did Jelena Nestor instead of Keem earlier. Maybe get him up there safely. Or with Keem, kind of keeping him out of the way, put a fortification upgrade on him. And do Keem to get that ability. But then I wouldn't have had the base at this point where I could destroy it right now. Bernardo's here. How's it going? We just won. We just ended it with an Elfinkazi bomb on the base for the final 2 health. Before all these guys came marching down. But we have some reinforcements here. So we ended it in wave 3, just at the start of wave 3, which wasn't as crazy as I thought. We got 2 of the renowns out of 3. So let's review. But there was a little bit of a mess up in the middle there. It might have changed things a little bit, but I think in this wave I still could have did it. Because this would have moved 1, 2, 3, 4, and would not be in range to shoot that Elfinkazi. So even if I left that there, I did a key or Darb hit for 1, 2 there. That would have taken 3 out. Could have. I don't know, there's more waves, could have had more heroes, but either way, let's see here. So we got defeat Cram the Mighty. We did that in the first wave at least once. We defeated him twice, actually. He was a little weaker the second time, but it was still fun. Have one of your units take damage from the Brawn and Artillery die without being defeated. I'm pretty sure, I mean, we messed up in that second wave with it, but I still think it would have killed the unit no matter what. It'd be interesting to go look at that. I'm sure somebody will mention that in the comments later at that point. There was definitely a mess up where I should have done the artillery die when one of those guys moved up in there. I'm pretty sure it was the Wounded Priest who was at 2 health at that point after getting hit by Cram, so he would have died no matter what. so that he wouldn't have survived. But then he wouldn't have hit that spire maybe, or he would have probably hit the spire because he would have died on the start of their turn. Yeah, it's tough. Or maybe would he have been dead from the spire first, and then one of my heroes took the shot? I'm not sure, but defeat the Bronze Fortress Gate. We just did that. The scenario ends immediately when that happens, so we got 2 of that renown. Our Air Fortress Gate didn't even take a hit, which was beautiful. So boom shakalaka. That was crazy. That was shorter than I thought. I thought we'd be playing for another like 2 hours doing the final 2 waves. I mean, we weren't even into wave 3 yet. Wave 3 literally just started. It took that long. A lot of setup, a lot of discussion. But that's what goes into every solo play of this game. Like, for those who are here that don't know and are new to Cloudspire, like, you have and I rant about this every time. So this game it has a decent rule book. The rules aren't that complex, but you just have a lot to keep track of. And since they can only fit so much on a chip, some of these units will have multiple stats. And it's not like a card, like in card games or other board games. They just use cards and you can put tons of text on them. In this, they can only put like 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. And then you're left with having to memorize or just hold on to these sheets, which have all this little words written out for every faction. So once you remember all that stuff, or you keep these nearby, you then get these awesome scenarios, which will test your knowledge of all those upgrades, all those stats, all those talents, whatever they're called, skills. And then they give you these specific rules, which totally change it up every time. And then you go through a wave where they keep throwing different stuff at you. And it's to test your knowledge of that faction and see if you can beat it. Super cool. I love it. That's just a solo component of the game. But it's awesome. And there's PvP and there is co-op. There's a whole co-op book, which I have on a shelf over there, that you can play through. Plus expansion stuff. It's crazy. This game only came out last year. It's awesome. But yeah, I love playing through this. These can go for hours, but in playing solo, you sit there and you look at, what I was trying to get at was those little rules that are before every scenario. You can think how you'd play the game in PvP or how you'd play in co-op, but even in co-op, they give you special rules that totally change it up. So if you think you know, like, I just play heirs and I build these units every time and I win, and I build these towers and I win, I'm awesome. Yeah, go try that in solo. They will teach you to go out of your comfort zone, and sometimes you have to build different things and try different strategies and maybe build stuff with the faction you don't normally try, and you try to solve the puzzle. It's basically every solo scenario is like a new puzzle, trying to figure out how to use your faction's abilities, talents, triggers, spires, all that stuff in the right way and really know the rules well so you can use them against the game, basically. But the AI is very cool. What is your opinion of the story of Solo? I haven't been reading it, actually. I read like the first 2. I read one on the video, and then the second one I just read before the video started. But then when I found out that the co-op missions go in between the scenarios of Solo, there's like, it goes in a certain order. So you're supposed to like read the story of like scenario 1 and 2, then go to like co-op scenario something or other, read those, and then go back to solo and read those. And that's why they have like there's a thick hardcover book on their store that has all the scenarios in the proper order with more story text, more art, and all that stuff. So you could play through the game in the actual story without having to go back and forth between different books and stuff. I would like to get that at some point in the future, but I don't know if I'd ever go back and start playing through all those scenarios in the proper order again, because there's still so many I have to play through, and like then expansion stuff will come, and then that's like, I don't know if I'll ever go back. But I've played a lot of these scenarios multiple times and I love them. But the story, oh, you got the book, Bernardo? All right, when you're done with that book, if you can just mail it, no, I'm just joking. But yeah, that book looks cool. I definitely, if I backed it on Kickstarter, I would definitely got that book for sure, but I didn't know about the game until it was already like released. And thank you to Chip Theory for sending me a review copy. You guys are awesome. When I didn't even ask for it, they just snuck it in a box on me, and when I had a replacement order coming. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, awesome company. Anyways, that is the playthrough of Area Scenario 4. The next one we're going to move on to in the book is Chapter 1, The Saints Will Persevere. That's what that says there. I can't see it. It's kind of behind my camera there. Saints Will Persevere, yes. Scenario 1, Waves 5. Opponents are the heirs. Ooh, I get to fight against the heirs as an Aurora. So I'm going to go into 4 scenarios in the Aurora. Look at this. Look at this map. Like every time. And they just throw... Like you can learn the game and play PvP, but then you go in solo and you're like, I've never seen the map built like that. How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? So we got defeat air spires, observe source Sabbath by not spending any source for one full wave. Your income in the first wave of scenario 2 will be impacted by this. Defeat the air fortress gate. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. So the next scenario carries over. Take note, if you complete the source Sabbath objective, as its completion will affect the income of your first wave of scenario 2. Like, this is the cool stuff that carries over in this campaign. I love it. Where is that? 5 source plus 6 source if you completed source Sabbath. Okay, so you really want to do that to get 6 extra source. Good to know. But yeah, I would definitely look at that as I'm setting the next one up, which hopefully we play. We'll maybe do another live stream. This was kind of fun. It took a lot longer doing it live. I mean, it takes longer always me playing it, but I can't, like, I'm doing it live, so I can't just edit out all the slow parts, or when I'm thinking things through and when I'm blabbing on about the strategy, I just cut out some of that stuff in my videos. But this live stream, you guys can see exactly the process I do every time I play one of these solo scenarios. I sit there talking to myself, blabbing on the strategy, deciding to go this way or that way, like so many fortress upgrades to think about, especially with factions I'm not comfortable with, like the heirs. It's a tough one, but we crushed it there, I think. That was pretty good. Getting 2 renown and ending it in wave 3, I feel good about that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. We're going to have that coming up next in the Cloudspire series. So if you guys are curious for more Cloudspire, there's links to the playlist of all of our multiplayer videos. Co-op and PvP are down below, the playlist link. And the rest of this solo campaign, if you want to watch me play the Brahmin faction or more Heirs faction. I don't talk about story in any of them except for the first one, so there's no spoiler if you watch it out of order, really. Doesn't really matter, but they're all there in a playlist. I'll continue to play this game. I'm excited for more content. I still don't even have Portal Seekers. I want to get that expansion at some point if I'm ever allowed to order it in Canada, but it's still on their website. It says pre-order for fall 2019. So I'm still waiting for that to be available to purchase. I wish I could have purchased that on Black Friday, but it was not available for Canadians still. Very sad, very sad. Okay, let's see what Bernardo's saying. I'm working through the faction. I'm in number 2. Okay. Scenario is a lot of fun. I still think that Heirs is OP. Oh, are they? Okay, well, I feel like they were good there. Is it just because of flying and the Royal Talon? Is that, Bernardo, is that why you'd say they're OP? Why would you say they're OP if that's not the reason? I'm curious. Like, flying's pretty good, especially against factions that don't have range, if you don't get range units out. But I mean, all the other factions have range, I think. You just have to really build the bomb. Oh, the glide bomb off Elfin Kazis? Yeah, I guess. Because the three roosts, I guess the 3 roost on the towers is really powerful, right? Because most of the other factions are range 2. But then again, Aurora have like range 3 guys. So they usually can get in range and snipe the Elfin Kazis before they can do anything. At least that's how I found it when I was playing against my wife with Aurora versus Heirs. I just went all air defense crazy with Spires, and I went air defense crazy with, I think they have a hero that's ranged. I don't have it here, but I just went with the range guys that have like range 3, and I was able to snipe them off the towers. You can move 3, wait, then move another 3 and bomb. So you can almost cross the whole map. Are you sure, really? I thought in the FAQ, you might be right. You might totally be right. It's been a while since I read in there. So let's check. I'm very curious. I have time. Let's chat. All right, let's see here. Where's this FAQ? Right here. Oh, a printable FAQ? That's new. Searchable. Not the best laid out FAQ, but let's go to, I love the way there's like 15 entries just about the Elfin Kazi in here. Where is it? I went right by them, didn't I? Heirs. How do Elfin Kazi work? Elfin Kazi come into play at the start of blah, 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 blah. They stay on the unit or spire, being considered a group. We know all about that. When the bottom unit moves, yep. They can also move off the unit. If it will move, it must move when it is the heir's leading minion. Its movement is allowed by its roost roam ability, which says that you may choose how much of its movement to use where it moves. thought they had to use the ability if they were starting their turn not on a roost. Yes, right here. If an Elfinkazi starts its turn not on a roost, perhaps because it moved away the previous turn or its perch was defeated. Oh, yes, right here. It either has to use its movement to return to the roost or use it to glide bomb. So you can't move 3 and glide bomb. You can't do that. I thought that was wrong, unless this is incorrect. But based on all this stuff, my understanding is if, example, where did I throw all my Elfinkazis? Oh, right here. So if this Elfinkazi is on this Regal Lookout, he in a previous wave, let's say these guys are all out of the way, he goes 1, 2, 3. He sits there. I don't glide bomb. Let's say he just attacks some landmark minion or something and survives. Or he just sits there. On the next turn when I go, and he's sitting here, I have to either move to get back to a roost, which totally could be, the cool thing with these guys, it could be this Humminger just chilling right here. He could be here and then fly back to here, or he could fly back to here, because remember he's got 3 roosts after he left here. So whatever the last thing he was perched on is 3 roosts. But if he starts his turn here and he doesn't go back to a roost, he has to glide bomb and blow up. No, it can't move ahead and bomb. No, it can't. It has to get back to a roost. Right there. I'm pretty sure, Bernardo. I'm pretty sure. Right here. If an Elfinkazi starts its turn not on a roost, perhaps because it moved away the previous turn or its perch was defeated, it has to either use its movement to return to a roost or use its glide bomb or save talent. And glide bomb, it doesn't include movement. Glide bomb is literally before or after its movement. So in this case, its movement, it couldn't use its movement to do that. Right here, right here. I have all the evidence for my case here. So glide bomb, before or after its unit's movement. So it doesn't get movement as part of glide bomb. So when it starts off the perch, like in this case, it would start here. It has to use its movement to get back to here or just blow up. So it stops and blows up, is my understanding. Yes, Ryan is there. Boom, Ryan's got my back. I knew somebody else would know. I thought I might be wrong still, but you can't do that cheap tactics. So whoever's doing that at your house, if it's your wife, Bernardo, tell her to stop. She needs to stop. Because we can't have wives crushing us with heirs. I'm tired of it happening at my house. Don't let it happen at yours. Somewhere I read it's the other way. Well, I'm looking at the official FAQ, and I'm going to fight you on that. Where did I go? Right here. No, here. Right here, the next paragraph. Glide bomb and save are both triggered either before or after the Elfinkazi's movement. Glide bomb will deal 2 damage. Oh, that doesn't really help us. It will also defeat Elfinkazi, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. See it right here. This sentence is all you need. If it would start its turn not on a roost, it has to either use its movement to return to a roost or use glide bomb. And glide bomb doesn't have move built in. Yes. That is overpowered though. The way you're talking about it, it's overpowered. Yes, Doris, this game is intense. The FAQ is huge for a reason because there is so many things in this game, so many factions that have so many different units, and every unit is unique, and there's a lot of skills that some factions have and some don't, and some that are unique, that it just creates all these weird scenarios where, like, what if this unit was beside a Spire that does this and beside a hero that does this? What priority does it takes for this? And but once it all comes together and makes sense. And the other thing is, you don't have to get too serious with it. I see the developers say this all the time. You're playing it at home, you're playing in co-op, you're playing solo, you don't have YouTube watching you like I do. Just play it how you want. Like, rule it how you want. It's all good, but do it fair, obviously. But there can be balance issues in PvP. So that's why they have the FAQ. That's why you'll see them answering the forums, and people want better rules. And they've asked the community to help them with the rule book, the next revision. So if you go to the Facebook group, the Cloudspire Community Hub, one of the employees, Shannon, from the company that does this game, she has asked for people to comment. There's tons of comments on this post, to give them what in the rule book needs work. What else would you like to see in the next rule book? So go in that forum if you have any suggestions. I know, Ryan, I think you were commenting in there. But Bernardo, go in there and post. If you are unclear about how Elfinkazi work, go in there and say, hey, put that in the rulebook. I want more examples of Elfinkazi in the damn rulebook for the future. Fix it. Because that's what I think. I put my comment in there was they need more examples of enemy AI movement, whether it's solo versus regular. They need to be clear on the differences, and tons of examples. Tons of examples, because that will help people understand. Because that's what I see the most asked questions. How the hell do minions move in AI? The AI move the minions in solo, or how do I move them in PvP? But I love this game, very passionate about it. The community is very passionate about it. The company is very passionate about it. So it's a great game. It's worth your time if you like what you see here. But if none of this appeals to you, and you don't like playing with poker chips, and you don't like having to reference sheets the whole time while you play, it's not for you. But I think it's worth it, and it's fun. Fun as shit. So good. Let's see. Bernardo's saying that's the problem with the game is that there are several corner scenarios which require some kind of on-the-spot decision. However, that's chip theory for you. It is true. They're very ambitious, right? They're very ambitious. They like to make nice, complex, deep strategy, rich games that are different from many on the market, and that's their niche. They just need to get better at the rulebook writing and the examples and the video tutorials and all that stuff. They need to support their game more with that kind of stuff. But yeah, the games are worth it. Like if you put the time in, you get rewarded. It's very, very rewarding feeling, for sure. It's a little challenging to get them to the table sometimes, the setup, the rules, and that kind of stuff. But once you get in there, man, they're lifestyle games, I think. Like they're not a game you just play casually once a year. You play these games like you would play Magic the Gathering or an LCG. They're lifestyle games. You get into it and you just play it constantly. You learn the rules because they're so complex, and you get better value out of your future plays because you already have the rules down. Play it like once a week. Don't put this game back on the shelf. You play through it is how I feel it should be enjoyed. So less time reading the rules over and over again. But that's my opinion. So that's why I try to keep it on the channel and on the table. But the same with Too Many Bones too. I'm playing that tomorrow. I haven't played that in like a month, and I got to sit down and kind of like just browse through the rules again and kind of get back into that. I think I'm gonna play Gilly tomorrow, so I got to kind of research Gilly again and remember how all of his dice work. But yeah, it's a lifestyle game. You got to like keep playing it to keep up with it. Otherwise, you have to sit down and read the rules for hours before you play every time. But anyways, that's enough for today's stream, I think. Yeah, we're going to end it there. But yeah, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out with me. I didn't think many of you would show up because I was playing Cloudspire. And I'm playing like Scenario 4. I didn't really want to do live Cloudspire, like I said earlier, because it's just like, it's long. It's a lot of thinking through stuff, but it's cool to do live and have your guys' input. But yeah, I'll let you guys know more in advance when I do the next one, so I can have some people here more earlier that will help me in some decision making. But it's really cool. I do like it. But yeah, you should definitely go check it out. There's a how to play video in the link below if you're curious on how PvP works. It's their official company's video. It's linked below. Also, playthroughs are linked below. Thank you to our Patreon backers for supporting the channel. You'll see their names come up in a minute, but thank you to everyone who supported the channel. Matouche, thank you for your donations yesterday. Much appreciated. And Logan, Doris, Bernardo, all you guys hanging. Ryan, thanks for hanging out. Even though you left for the FFG stream. How dare you? No, I'm just joking. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, streaming some Too Many Bones. We are going to, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. I just know I want to play Too Many Bones again. I have the itch. So I'll figure that out tomorrow or tonight. I'll probably play Gilly, probably solo. I don't know if I'll try the January challenge. I might do that, or I might just do a random Tyrant. I want to play more with 40 Days in Daylore mixed in, get some of that stuff back to the table, and that's what the plan is. All right, see you guys tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye. Hasta mañana.